Now I'm not gonna. I'm not on live cam, and you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. It's
I mean,
all
I
good.
could be on cam, but King in the
I mean,
back
I'm gonna
with
pull up
the
some
drama
video.
pants on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't need
We
that.
don't. We don't.
We don't need that. We
We
need
don't. We don't need that. So I'm just gonna be like this.
yeah. It'll work. It'll work. We'll work it out. We ain't been on live in a minute.
I
We'll just
know. Maybe we'll
yeah.
sneak by and nobody will catch us say all this egregious, crazy shit.
It may not even be crazy. That'll be the thing. I mean, it's lunchtime. You know, we give everybody a little liquid lunch. Pop up for a sec, man. Say hi. Ain't been in your face for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah. I thought it was an interesting little topic. I mean, because again, I want to hit one with you. I kind of want to go a path with you, and then there's a path I want to go with Yella, because Yella be raging out about some of the craziest stuff.
You know, Yella might be at work right now, but he gonna hear something. That nigga gonna pop up in the storage room. Like, yeah, I'm in
Man,
between the deodorant and the menstrual pads, and I just want to say,
like yeah, you know, he be done. He be done when what he be doing. He be like man, I had a customer in there right now. I had to walk out. Like, nah, I
yeah.
know. I
Or
heard
he's
Twin
just
say
gonna
that.
like
And I was like,
pop up in the back as a foreboding presence.
mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, y'all be on that bullshit. That's what you just,
Oh shoot, notifications just now going out. I
yeah,
didn't
it
even
just
pay
went out.
attention.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, now I will say, I did get myself banned, so it might have been because of that.
How'd you get banned?
Okay,
On YouTube?
so I did get banned for a week, but it's been past a week, hopefully. So maybe that's probably why my stuff went out late. Okay, so what I did was somebody wanted to watch. It was the movie you wanted to see. It was the movie you wanted to see. And
Yeah.
I was trying to record it in StreamYard. So to record it in StreamYard, I was
Uh,
trying to send it to a destination.
yeah.
So I sent it to YouTube instead of Twitch. I probably should have did Twitch because Twitch is
Oh
more
yeah,
lenient.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
But
they'll
I sent it
block
to
you even if
YouTube.
it doesn't get posted.
It only made it 20 minutes before they stopped the movie, but they banned me for a week. So I don't understand how you stop the movie and ban me. So you stop the infraction and ban me for it. So I forgot all about that. You know, I be risking my channels for the dumbest stuff. I should have just did Twitch. But we're here now. I did learn though. I just put it in streamable. And if I delete it out of streamable within enough time, then everything's cool. So
No, I'm sorry, I'm being spicy in the family group chat.
that's all good, man. Do your thing. Do
Lois
your
gonna
thing.
beat me down. I'm gonna be in trouble. She gonna find me. I just
Well, I
said
mean,
something
yeah.
spicy. I'm gonna be in trouble.
Just let us
We
know
were
what
having a
happened.
we were having an argue. We were having a discussion about biblical stuff, and they were talking about the abomination that causes desolation. And my brother was kind of talking about, a country with the men in little hats, where BB is.
Okay.
And he was just saying, they really are like, it's crazy how everybody always finds these other things. And then we got on the topic of the abomination that causes desolation, which is a prophetic term people like to talk about. And, somebody mentioned in the group chat that LGBT agenda was there. And I said, that is just a funny notion to me, considering that country with the tiny hats literally desolates cities. But it's just so funny to me. And then I
Yeah.
sent a spicy meme behind it. And so I'm probably going to get in trouble now.
I could argue for the LGBT, but it would be stretching it. I mean, because there is the whole if you're following the whole fruitful multiply thing, there is that. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So having a large number of people who are not reproducing of their own genetic material, if that's the principle that God really cares about, I get it. But man, the atrocities, that's got to be worse. I just can't imagine. Like, man, you guys aren't
Right.
nothing.
They're like the ideological desolation of the human race, which has not happened
Yeah.
from the LGBT agenda, as people like to say. It's not a real desolation. It's just a perceived, maybe in the future one. But
Yeah.
we have actual real life in the moment desolation, wiping out of people's cities, heat piles of ash from bombings. And people are like, nope, but that's not it though. Not that
Yeah.
one. That's the one that's in my mind.
Plus, with some of our studies that we've done, I just don't even see homosexuality as a thing that God is tripping about. You know, I just don't
Yeah.
see that as a thing at all. That's just us. So we the only ones really tripping about that.
Yeah. So that's now we started an argument in the group chat. Now Spitfire is backing me up.
I'll have to look into that. I don't remember. What was it? Abomination of Desolation? You said?
I think it's is it Isaiah? I know Inya here, she probably know. I need to bring you to the Bible Bowl on Saturday. Inya, I'm about to be texting you. Saturday, I need your phone to be ready because I'm cheating and
Mm-hmm.
I'm texting you the questions in the Bible Bowl. I need you to
That's
tell me the answers.
funny. Representing a sacrilegious or idolatrous act of ultimate desecration that brings about spiritual destruction.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it can't be being gay. That it's not possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, okay, ideologically, I mean, they aren't wiping out here. It's there's too many of us. Let's be for real, for real. There's too many of us,
Yeah.
and the mouth breathing poor people are gonna keep having babies. Okay, you got to worry about that. Muslim people locking it down.
Mm-hmm.
They have on average 10 kids. We are okay. We don't need every single person on this earth to keep popping out kids right now. We really don't. Like financially, literally, environmentally, mentally, everybody don't need to pop out kids.
Yeah.
I think some people can take a side step and do something else with their life.
Yeah. My,
So I'm
okay.
definitely not willing to say those people are the issue.
Yeah. So I would definitely lean way more towards Israel because a
Right.
people, a people who aren't the people. Like these aren't even the Abrahamic Jews. Like these are people who've kind of the
Right.
Ashkenazis or whatever. These are not them, but let's say they are. Even if they are, it doesn't even matter. Okay, forget it. They're the legit 100% tribe of Judah. Um, it's all genetically proven. They still are trying to Zionistically co-opt God's will and
Yeah.
force him to send Jesus back
Yeah.
now through their own efforts,
Which is
which
actually
can,
abominable.
yeah,
You
like
be like,
you're
I want God to
usurping
do it
God's
now.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're usurping, that would be the ultimate act of sacrilege to me and idolatry because you believe you have that kind of power. So you're like self-idolization. That would be the worst to me. And you're doing it while not even fulfilling the scriptures because they would have to rebuild the temple, which they don't even have the land right now. I'm about to say the Mexicans. The Mecca is on it. The Muslims,
Yeah.
where they
It's
haven't
just
come over
crazy.
the rock.
That's what I'm like. To
Yeah,
me, it's so obvious. Like we just, we don't have to do all this abstraction. Abstraction is fun. I love some abstraction. But I mean,
yeah.
we don't really, especially in this, that we don't need to be looking hard for things that are abominations that cause desolation. We got some
We
real
really
in like
don't.
caught in 4K ones happening right now. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we really ain't got to do all this
That's facts.
abstraction. So it's just crazy to me, which I think is also like a black thing too. That's like the worst thing you could ever do. Like you could do a lot of. I still remember the stream where people said they rather have a son who sell dope than have a gay son. So I always
Yes.
remember that, and I just be like, you know what? I know how the
Yeah.
blacks get down. Let me not get worked up.
Yeah. Yeah. That caught me off guard too. Even Yellow was like, yeah. And I was like, wow. But he explained it. And he explained it in a way that my mind could conceive of, but it still was like, wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, woo. Anyway, so that's what's
Yeah.
happening in the group chat.
Okay. Well, listen. Mm, that's tough. I like that though. I like that y'all had those kind of conversations. I couldn't
Yeah.
have those kind of conversations with anybody except my pastor friend. Everybody
Right.
else is like not studied enough, and they
Yeah.
wouldn't go study.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go study. They would just say what they feel, and then everybody would be like bound to
But
that feel.
sometimes it is interesting how things can be like studies can be guided by feelings too. And it's like you
Yeah.
just feel uncomfortable with it. I mean, you're just more comfortable with the idea of people being blasted off the face of the earth. I get it. You're a
Mm-hmm.
boomer. You're a product of war. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have to pretend that that's also still not terrible.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that is where we are.
I like it. I like it, man. I'm a little jealous. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you that right
He
now.
said I'm jealous.
I'm always jealous of that. Every time it pops up, I'm jealous. Like, oh my god, I would love to have that dynamic. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Where we
and it
just
not
arguing
affect
for
your
fun.
relationships. Like we could
Yeah.
just have a discussion about the Bible, disagree strongly, and be like, "What's for dinner Sunday?" I'll be over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would love that. I would love that.
We like sending spicy memes, arguing,
Hmm.
and then just be like, yeah, anyway. So
Yeah,
what we
I'll
doing
see
next
you
week?
Tuesday. Yeah.
Right. What we doing next week? I'm coming down there to visit. Make sure y'all have food ready.
Oh my God. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely have a lot of disagreements in my family. So
Yeah.
still
So got a few things I'm gonna bring up to Bree. I gotta pick Bree's brain because she doesn't like men. I'm a man, so I gotta figure out how somebody that hates
oh my
men.
God. You're a lesbian. It's a problem.
True, true. I am a lesbian, but I forgot. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting.
It's all right. You're
Like,
so masked that you keep forgetting.
yeah, I'm so deep into the role of performative maleness that I forget that I'm not. I'm a lesbian. So that's on me. That's on me. But since
Cool.
we're here, happy Pride Month. I do want to ask you about this. I saw this, and I was gonna go this way
Mm.
with what I was gonna ask you, but I'm gonna start here. But I'm gonna go a different way after we get this clip. But it tripped me out because it reminds me of we had played this old clip. I remember Mandrill was around at the time. We had
Hmm.
played this old clip, and it was like from 1968, and they were having the exact same red pill conversations. Talk about the black woman's got to let the black man lead, and the black.
Ah,
You remember that one? Okay, you remember that? All right, cool.
I don't remember it, but it's still
Okay,
equally. I'm sure it was triggering then. It still is now.
okay. I'm not gonna pull it up, but then somebody sent me this poem. Somebody sent me this poem. I'm gonna play this poem, and it reminded me of that because it's like, oh my God, it's the same stuff. We're having the same conversations from like 60s, 70s, and this is 71. Woo! But this is a black famous actress. But this is back in 71 before she was. And I want you to listen to this real quick. Hold on, let me reset so it starts from the beginning. Okay.
Take my share of soul food. I do not wish to taste a pig of either gut or grunt from bowel or jaw. I want caviar, shrimp souffle, sherry, champagne. And not because these are the whites' domains, but because I'm entitled. For I've been VD'd enough, TB'd enough, whole cake fed, knock kneed enough, spindly leg, bloodhound treat enough to eat high on the hog. I've been hired last, fired first enough. I've sugared watered my thirst enough, been lynched enough, slaved enough, cried enough, died enough. Been deprived, have survived enough to eat high on the hog. Keep the black-eyed peas and the grits, the high blood pressure chops and gravy sops. I want aperitif supreme, baked Alaska, something suave, cool. I've been considered faithful fool from 40 acres and a mule. I've been slighted enough, severed righted enough, and uptighted enough. And I want high on the hog, for dragging a cotton sack on bended knees and burning sun and armor to the great King Cotton, for priming the money green tobacco and earning pocket change, for washing in iron pots and warming by coals and soot, for eating the leavings off of others' tables. I've lived my wretched life between domestic rats and foreign wars, carted to my final rest in second-hand cars. But I've been leached enough, Dixie peached enough, colored bleached enough, and I want high on the hog. Oh, I've heard the mau screaming, romanticizing pain. I hear they think they go against the grain. But I've lived in shacks long enough, had strong black beaten backs long enough. And I've been urban planned, Monahan enough, and I want high on the hog. Yeah. Take my share of soul food.
Okay, so I thought that was an interesting entrance into the joy segment. I've suffered enough.
Snaps.
Yeah,
Okay.
give her a little
Yeah,
snap.
give her a
I've
snap.
suffered enough that I'm entitled to some of the higher end luxury, soft life accoutrement. What do you think about that? What do you think about that piece and that concept? While I try to find my Ethernet cord, because I just realized I wasn't plugged in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think especially this is 1971. I always look at people like I have so much empathy for the people who actually was like this time period on back because they are like really, really, really close to the things we kind of talk about and we abstract out. Um, so yeah, I liked it. I mean, I do think that it's just kind of like, what do I get to dream or I don't know. Like, when do I get to have happiness? I deserve it. I've suffered enough. I mean, to me, it's pretty straightforward, but yeah, I don't disagree with it. And those people's really going through stuff. So
All right.
I'm also not a big poetry person, but I did like this.
Yeah, I get you.
I
I
did
get
like
you.
it. I did get the
I do.
idea of it, and I felt it through her delivery of it.
I love poetry. My issue was more conceptual because it's because she said it in the beginning. She said not because it's the white man's domain. I want it because I'm entitled. What about suffering entitles you to joy? Because I don't believe that. I don't believe suffering has a bank where you're making suffering deposits and get to withdraw joy. Now, as far as like the feeling, I feel like I've suffered enough that I should be entitled, but I don't think that stops at a feeling. I believe people really do feel entitled. I've paid my dues. I've gone through this.
Oh yeah,
I should have this.
that's the mantra of the sufferer is that I'm suffering for a reason. I'm gonna get to the other side of it. My prize will await me on the other side. You know, that is a
Oh boy. Ooh.
Christian, very like hopeful. Like it's just how you get through suffering. You have to have the delusion that it's for a reason, or it's nobody's. You're not gonna make it through suffering if you don't have some kind of belief that it's for a reason, or on the other side of it, you're gonna get something. So I kind of get the mindset. I think it's required to go through such
To
long periods of
endure.
suffering. Yeah, for long suffering, you do have to kind of hold on to that belief. So my understanding is just kind of like um, it's a mental protection of sufferers to believe that there is something on the other side.
Okay. And what about like I guess like that they believe? Yeah, that's exactly what Brie was saying. Yeah, y'all's on the same type of time. Same type of time. Now, what do you think about because you suffer, you're entitled to what some other people have? Like that's the other second. That's the second component that I think is weird to me. Like because I've suffered, I'm entitled to what those people have, not what I have or what I can create or what I can maintain. I'm entitled to what these other people have created and maintain. Like, how do you? What about that part?
I think it's pretty reasonable because if you're in suffering, you have nothing but other people who aren't in suffering to gauge what the reward would look like. So I just think
Ah,
it's like a normal, like I'm in
I got you.
suffering. My life is obviously a side effect of suffering. So I have to look to people who aren't in my position to decide what that would look like or what I deserve.
I get that. That's
Yeah,
logical.
just
That
another
makes some sense.
mental mechanic of how people work. We don't often
Mm-hmm.
dream of things we haven't seen.
That's fair. That is fair. Give me a second. Let me load this up. Now that
Hmm.
I'm plugged in. See if I'm still slow. Hmm, why are you moving so slow? See,
Okay.
my internet should not be.
Is your
There we go.
internet like I haven't even noticed that it's like nothing different.
Yes. Yeah, I'm on T-Mobile now. It's definitely
Oh, I was like,
different.
it's because we are at 1080.
I don't think so because it was
Okay.
a whole nother website, whole completely different website. It was just like not loading. So I'm learning the nuances of um
Hmm.
this ISP because I'm the other day I was getting beautiful speeds,
Oh
but
yeah,
I
them speeds was
find
real
that
cute.
yeah, much better than Verizon, way better than Spectrum. Uh,
Ooh,
uh,
don't even
you know,
say
it's
it.
interesting that you're discussing this because there's a scripture that says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. Yep, true.
Yeah,
It does say that.
that's why I'm like, this is such a black Christian. I mean, to be black was to be
Hmm.
Christian. It's so ingrained. There are a lot of especially at that time period. What you hear people say is going to be so Christian
Yeah,
skewed.
Christian coded for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's going to be Christian coded for sure.
So to me, these are promises to bring the entitlement to many people, and that's another thing. Because there was another. I wish I could remember, but somebody I just heard somebody talk about this very principle through that scripture the other day, where they talked about the what to the wicked. No, that's the question. Somebody, it wasn't biblical, but I made it biblical. I was talking to my mom and I asked her. So let me ask y'all. Is there a source of money that you think a church should refuse? Like drug dealers, human trafficker. Is there any money that is too unethical or evil that you believe a church should refuse it? Where I got the idea from, I was listening to an OnlyFans person who was talking to a nun and a priest, and um, the nun was saying, "Are you tithing?" And I was like, "Why would she be tithing that money?" And when she asked her if she was tithing, she was like, "I'll tithe, but can I shoot a video at the church?" And the priest gave her a glare. But it made me think, like, is there? Cause my instinct was, why would you take her money? Why would you take the sex workers' money? But that's not biblical. It's just my feeling. Like certain money, you know. So the question to y'all is there money that the church should not have access to, or is the
If
wealth of the wicked laid up for the righteous?
Yeah, if they know, like if it's from exploitation of others, I think if someone wants to do sex work themselves, I think you could take that money. Like if she's a sex worker and you could take that money from a sex worker. I don't think you should take it from like people who are exploiting people, slavery, trafficking, killing people. But I think if people are being exploited or murdered for money, you definitely should take some blood money. Or the concept of blood money. I don't think the church should take blood money.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if somebody does something that's just like uncouth, and you're just like, I think if they want to get the money, you can take it. Oh, he's still there. I was like, is he? He didn't blink for a long time. I think he might be
Trump. It must be. If I didn't blink, yeah, I'm having it's connectivity. I see myself zipping.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
So,
yeah. It was just like for like 1 second, but then I was like, oh, maybe he just didn't blink for a second.
No, that's when I'm trying to load up TikTok. It's doing something.
Oh, it's TikTok. Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing, and then there's nothing. I always love when people do that.
Here's the thing. Came on Stage podcast. So yeah, that's just my stance. No blood money, but
no blood money. Gotcha.
But you can take money from a prostitute or a sex worker.
Oh, hold up now. Hold up. Why is my
yeah, some stuff that he couldn't take. I know, like if they had idols and certain gold that they used for worship, they weren't supposed to take it.
Gotcha.
So I know, like in that particular, I'm sure in that particular case, like one time they took it and he was like, "Don't take some of that stuff because it was like their worship stuff or whatever, and they weren't supposed to take it." So there is some stuff that you wouldn't take. Things consecrated to another god, typically.
They killed many people and took the wealth of the land, even though they knew it was unclean money in a way. I'm typing. That's why. Yeah, I know you type. Yeah. I was just always wondering, like, why don't people continue typing from okay, here's the thing, and then type. That's what always is interesting in my head. Yeah, so it's interesting. I might have to look into the Bible and see what it says about specific what is unacceptable. Because you're right, there are some times where it's like, kill all of them, leave none alive, and it's like, I get to bring back the spoils. So man, it's tough. I wonder what I'd have to look.
Oh yeah. So
let's see if I can get this. Let me unshare that tab. Maybe if I unshare that tab, it'll let me load the other tab because
his computer right now struggling,
which is weird.
Computer.
It can't be just a 1080.
It might be. I don't know if you can change it. I don't think you can change it.
Nah, not once you get it started.
Yeah.
It shouldn't cause the internet. Like the internet shouldn't be having a problem.
The computer be struggling sometimes.
That's weird.
And that's why Yella go down to, shoot, higher definition can lock your whole shit up.
That's crazy though. And that's what I would say about to go back to my internet situation. One of the idiosyncrasies I've noticed of T-Mobile is that even though I get higher speeds, I can't do as much at the same time. So I think the quality of my connection was better on Verizon, but the speed is better on T-Mobile. So if
You
I'm
can
just
always
doing
send
one
it to me
thing,
if you needed to play too.
no, that's all good.
Put the link in
I'm learning. It's a good exercise to figure out what it can and can't get. Because I haven't really since I switched over to T-Mobile, I haven't really been streaming.
I hate random like internet stuff. Even like yesterday, Torn computer just kept going off.
Like, yeah, that was
that about. Right. What the hell is that about?
Okay. So YouTube kind of loads up better. So I'm maybe just TikTok is a problem. I wonder why TikTok would be such a problem. Because even though the video loads, like right, let me see if I'm. Yeah, I see myself locking up.
No, I don't see. Oh, okay. I'm literally on my side, not even seeing it.
Yeah, it did better this time because last time it didn't even load the little side panel videos.
Yeah, so I'm not seeing you freeze up at all.
Cool. All right, we good. All right, cool. I got it. Let's try it. All right. So we had talked a little bit about the joy thing, the pursuit of joy. And you said it, and it kind of like Anna Maria Horsford, she had just kind of said it too. The rejection of struggle love. Why do you feel like people feel entitled to not have to struggle simply because, like, in this day and age, that their ancestors struggled?
Yeah. Because I think the struggle that people are talking about is not necessarily financial and stuff. Like, I think our ancestors definitely struggle financially because they were literally limited. And I do think that there's a struggle that came from the times. And I think some people still think that we are supposed to struggle that way, even though we don't have the same barriers.
Oh, supposed to. Okay.
Yeah, like I think they don't see that as a failure. Like, I feel like now, if you're in that kind of situation that my grandma had to be in, well, not my grandma, because she was for the streets. She was chasing niggas with money. But if they were in the situation like they were because of literal limitations, I think some people are in that situation and they're just like, oh, this is normal. But it's like, it's not normal. It's normal for people who are literally stopped from getting jobs, stopped from having accounts, get their neighborhoods. Like, it's normal for them. It shouldn't be normal for you in 2026. And it don't have to be normal, but you've accepted it and now you want me to accept it. So I think that's a part of it. And then there's also a struggle of connection that I think is a part of struggle love, which also back when there was the function of we just out here trying to survive for real. Like, yeah, connection was like a not even. A lot of them was just like, you find somebody you think they cute, marry them, whatever. It wasn't even about none of that. So I get it. But I think there's also like people want to live in that space, even though the situation don't match. It's like, so you want me to be in this like survival mode? We can't barely eat, and we have no connection in 2026. No.
So what does it mean that it's 2026? Like, what do you, when you say in 2026, what do you believe has advanced in time, so such that the conditions should not be relative?
The ability of both people to attain jobs, for one, both genders. Okay. To be able to pursue education, to get you more job if that's what's necessary, get license, certificates, whatever you need to do to advance your ability to get work. Just those kind of things. Like, we ain't even getting to like things you can get when you're middle class, but just to be able to get into a different place than where you started is pretty much readily available to everyone. Just baseline.
Okay. Gotcha. And you feel like do you feel like that is the same for black men? Like, do you feel like we
Yeah.
still have the same we have upward
Baseline
mobility?
level. That's not to say everybody has their thing going against them, obviously.
Mhm,
But if you graduate from school, or even
mhm.
if my brother got a GED, you don't even have to graduate. You can go to a little community college. You can get a $300 certificate to do something that's gonna make you more money than you probably
Okay.
would without it. So yeah, I still think even for black men, there are opportunities
Okay.
out there from a wide span of cheap couple $100 to thousands of dollars that could open up doors for sure.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. And that is the standard that's being applied. If you're not being upwardly mobile, you at least have to be able to connect, and you're finding that men just don't have the ability to connect.
I think I'm not sure about it. I'm gonna say I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna say they don't have the ability, but I
Oh.
don't. There is a block. I don't know necessarily. You know, the thing the guy was talking about is like effort, like ability, and then sometimes it's just luck, and then it's just
Kunjufu.
yeah. Like I'm so I'm
Yeah.
not sure which one it is. It's kind of in that space.
You don't know
Like
where to attribute it, but there's something.
there's something. Like I don't
Yeah.
necessarily
Okay.
I think they have the ability. Do they want an effort? Not sure about that. Is it luck? Not sure about that. Like I don't know which one it is, but it feels like it's on that little chart with the four things.
I thought about something else that came out. I can't remember what it was, but I thought about him. I need to pull him up.
Yeah,
But okay, no, that's fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Because I'm not really want to say like humans
Can't do a human thing.
they don't have the capacity to do something. I just think it
Yeah.
really comes down to effort a lot of times.
Okay, that means there's something you can do about it. If you attribute it to effort,
Yeah,
that means it's within your power to control change, which is an empowered state. So I'm with you. I can live with that.
yeah.
I can live with that. So you said something, and I want you to reiterate it for my benefit.
Oh
You
Lord.
said you said
Oh
that
Lord.
black men, more specifically,
Yeah.
are threatened by black women's joy.
Triggered, I think was the word.
Triggered and threatened. You they both can, but triggered. We'll definitely go with
triggered.
trigger. Definitely triggered. So triggered. Um, why trigger? Why do you think? What do you think it triggers?
That's okay. So I don't want to say I don't want to think it's jealousy because I don't think it's jealousy. I don't think
Okay.
it's like they want to be women. Like I think it's like
I
an
don't think so
irritation.
either.
Yeah, I think
I've
it's
heard
like
that
a
repeated too. Ugh.
yeah. I think it's like an irritation. I
Okay.
think it's just an irritation, like because we don't like relate in a lot of ways. Like some of that is lost. I think it's
Yeah.
just like somebody coming into your realm being extra. Like it's very much so like a breakthrough and like extra in the sense of like it's annoying me. I don't want to be
Okay.
that, but it's annoying me that you even need it or you feel like it's necessary. I think they just be triggered by the necessity of more. Like how women just like I want more than just survival. I think that irritates me.
I think it does. Only because I've experienced hearing people talk about that, and I wouldn't have. I wouldn't. This was not a pre-internet observation.
Yeah.
Because everybody in every part of life that I've ever been in wanted more something.
Yeah.
So it was a normal concept. Wanting more,
dreaming.
better. Even if I need a new fishing rod, even if it was something simple as a new tackle box or a new toolbox, people wanted more or better. So I don't understand on that level why there's a pushback on it. But then I got to the internet. And when
like, then I
people
found the internet.
and when people got to the internet and they started talking about more, the more was kind of like that poem. It was very frivolous. It was I'm entitled, and then I've got conflicting. I don't want it because it's the white man's domain. No, but that's exactly why you want it. Because you see them as the symbol of success. You see them as the symbol
because
of
they've literally suppressed everybody else anyway, which is valid. Like
yeah, it's valid, but like own up to
but
it.
it's
Don't
white
say
folks.
you're not threatened, but I don't want him to have.
You ain't looking at some other black folks talking about you.
Right. Yeah. So you do want it because of that. And you do want it for the valid reason you said, like, so, okay, the way you've had it has been difficult and hard, and I get it. It's a little salty. Your path has been salted, So
Right.
I'm saying. So I get it, but it's like it's been nonstop entitlement to what other people have
Yeah.
that you yourself typically have not earned, but other people paved the way for. It's like I reject that. That's what got me. Like that the entitlement to what other people earn. That's what annoyed me when I heard people talking about what they wanted for joy. I'm like, other people aren't that. You want other people to sponsor and pay for your enjoyment. I'm like, that's
Right.
not okay. That's where it got to me. Like the women that work hard and play hard, you would never hear a complaint from me. And I don't
Right.
think most dudes will complain about that either. But
Mm,
no, I don't think again, Brie, most dudes, if it's a woman that works hard and wants to play hard, again, if he recognizes that she works hard,
now that's the caveat.
right?
That's the caveat right there.
Yeah,
If he
yeah.
recognizes she works hard. But I will say that just because you earn your keep and you're not, even if you're not asking them to make it happen, it's still grading to some of them, especially if they don't in them for themselves feel that they want to play hard or like they don't think it's necessary. It's more of like they're fine within themselves and no one's even asking them, but it's still annoying that why do you need all this?
And see, there's certain domains where that's a legit question. Like when you have
Yeah.
your 12th soap on the same cabinet, like that, to me, is going to get that question. Like, why do you need all
Yeah.
this?
Then that's what I'm talking about. It's like that. That's the response of like,
Waste, waste,
yeah, it's like
waste is going to get that
it's on my
response.
side. I'm not asking you to fund it. So that's why I was kind of like, even if she works hard for it and she not even asking you to fund it, I still find that men just sometimes
Yeah,
are quietly observing, like, why the fuck do you need all this?
yes. When it, I'm gonna tell you as a dude, because I feel that we're more pragmatic. I believe that even in enjoyment, there is a level of waste that women can get into that will also have to entertain the notion of when women complain about the state that the family or the community is in, that their waste plays into. So we're catching it from both. I've got to hear you complain about how bad everything is and how we don't have enough money in the community or the household or blah blah blah. But then I also hear how much you like to waste. So that is part of the grating and the irritating with us.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's grading. I think there's
Yeah.
not much you can do to not be grading if there is just that inherent belief about how a man has to be versus how a woman has to be. I think sometimes just those very different beliefs makes what we do grading. And there is like often no curiosity attached as well to like not I don't know if it's even understand. I think just find curiosity can be the cure for a lot of annoyances in general. Like, and that's across gender, across ages. Like, I just find that being curious generally would help with the grading, but men
Mhm.
aren't curious about women. So
Hmm, I don't know. The general guy,
when you're
I
just
think
like, this is ridiculous and unnecessary, if you already have that idea, like most people are gonna also then just not be curious about it because it's frivolous and stupid and bad for you.
yeah. Okay, about that, yeah. I would say what I was gonna say, and I guess it goes along with that. We're curious to the extent that we have a need,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. But we don't
So
have a need to
curiosity
be yeah,
and meaningless, distractive, frivolous. There's not those two things don't really exist side by side.
yeah. We're not gonna investigate why you want 12 of these soaps. We're
Mm-mm.
not too much. Because
No,
especially if we do approach it though, you're gonna get a little defensive anyway. So we're not gonna press too hard
yeah, or
on
even just
the
like
woman.
vibe with it. Just like lean into vibe and like sometimes it's not something that I don't think there. I just think some things have to be experienced as well. And you may come away from the experience saying this is not an experience I need, but like for me, there's a lot of things my friends do that I've just kind of been like, bitch, why? Like I don't get it. But when
Mhm.
if they explain it to me, I just didn't get it. But then sometimes when I lean in and I'm like, okay, I kind of see the value. And sometimes I have to inject myself into it to see the value that it brings that can't really be, I guess, on the surface articulated. Especially because a lot of people don't even think about things beyond that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to jump in and experience it with them to kind of see the other values that it brings.
Yeah, I get that. But sometimes you just know it's just frivolous for the sake of
Yeah, and sometimes you just
frivolousness. Yeah.
simply want to.
Yeah. 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 It's hard to accept sometimes. Like, because we had the same problem with kids, I think. Because sometimes what kids want is so wasteful or useless, and it's hard for a dude to tap in on it. It's like,
Oh my God, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You see, in a lot of moms struggle with that with their kids. Like, why you want to wear cowboy boots with a fairy dress outside? Why
it
you
doesn't
want to
make
wear this
sense.
costume in the middle of May? Because they want
Exactly.
to. And why shouldn't
They
they?
want to.
Sometimes, why shouldn't they?
Sometimes I shouldn't. I did that with nephew. I'm an indulgent though, so
Yeah,
I didn't have this
indulgent.
struggle because I'm an indulgent. So my nephew in '93 he was allowed to wear a black suit with black gloves. He survived. Like he
It's like
survived.
if
He,
he get hot, take it off. Don't be out here
he
passing
sat
out.
still. When he got high, he sat still and in the shade.
Okay, there
He,
you go.
he,
Regulating. He regulated himself in his
he did.
indulgence. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
there is a rejection of indulgence, and I don't really know what that's about.
Yes.
I'm not a man. I don't know. But
Yeah.
indulgence is, I find that indulgence seems to be a very feminine concept as well. Not necessarily to me,
Hmm.
but it's how a lot of men take it to be indulgent is feminine. And I don't know what that's
Yeah.
about.
In modern day, I do think indulgence has become feminized. It definitely wasn't before.
Yeah, it used to not be. It used to
Yeah,
be a sign of
indulgence
class and status and like power.
and that was men because the men had the
Yeah.
money. So if there was a soiree, if there was a function, it was the men throwing it, lavish parties, and it was us. Like we were the
So I
ones
don't
with the
know
big
when the
costume.
change came that indulgence became synonymous with women because that's all the
I don't know.
aristocrats did was indulge.
Yeah, that's all they did. The whole point of getting all the money was to indulge.
But you know what? Maybe that makes sense because I did say that I feel like this is more of a black thing. So maybe it's like the sour grapes thing.
Yeah, it could be. No,
Like,
that's real.
oh, I can't indulge, so I'm disgusted by indulging.
Yeah,
It pisses me
it
off
could
when I
be.
see
I mean,
other.
that will solve the cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe that's why I feel it. I definitely feel like it's a more black man specific thing.
I'm with that. That's. I'm sure that's baked in there, for sure. On like I don't even want to call it a cellular level, but it's
It's
embedded.
deep.
It's like it's some deep programming that we aren't even perceiving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I
I
like
need y'all
that.
to stop.
I mean, that's not gonna happen.
No, I know.
That's not gonna happen. We are who we are, and
Right.
I think that's also a problem. We just gotta wait for people to change and evolve and grow.
Yeah.
And
Because the
I
younger
think
guys, I think the younger guys are not as much the same. I think the younger Gen Z guys, them
totally
boys,
different hangups.
yeah, they don't care. They indulge it.
Yeah, totally different set of hangups.
Yeah. So I think it is kind
Yeah.
of being slowly worked out of the system, and
Hmm.
that's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully the men that come will satisfy the needs of the women that come because right now y'all are like, nah, y'all ain't it. Y'all ain't it. No, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I just think there is the firm disinterest in
Mhm.
the brand of masculinity most men over a certain age are willing to stray from. I don't think they're
Yeah.
willing to stray from it, and that's just how it
I
is.
don't think we have it in the bag. Like to sustain what y'all are asking for is a lot, and I don't think y'all know that it's a lot. Like I even hear when
Yeah,
y'all
it's a lot.
talking, y'all be like, we're not even asking for a lot. Then y'all list a lot, and I'll be like, how did you not hear yourself talk for 20 minutes about what you were asking for and say it wasn't a lot? And then
So
I think then y'all rejected dudes like, what do you want? Six-sided sandwich. It's not a
that's
lot.
like no, that's really not a lot,
Yeah.
but it's also like crazy.
I mean,
But actually that is a lot. And
no.
well, that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned. The wording isn't a lot. The phrase is simple, but to that silence that they want is a lot. What it takes to actually exist silently in a relationship in the way they're asking does take a lot. So it is a lot. The only thing that's not a lot is the sandwich. Like, you can make a sandwich, but the concept is a lot.
I don't think it is.
No, okay,
I don't think it is. It's hard for you guys to stop talking. Yes.
that's a lot.
but it's not a lot. It's not a long list of difficult things.
No, it's
The
not a
women
long
apart
list.
is a long list of difficult things.
Mhm.
It's just one because we know it's overwhelming. It's a lot to ask of a person. This one thing is a lot to ask, so we don't ask a lot of other
Yeah.
things.
But it's still a lot though, because
It's
the one thing is
difficult.
a lot.
The one thing is difficult.
It's just cool. Yeah, it's a very
The one,
difficult thing. Just
the
like
one
we
thing is
don't feel like
difficult.
what we're asking for is a lot. Y'all be like, oh, that's simple. Okay, yeah.
But
We
nobody
hear it.
has a problem. Y'all don't feel like that. But if you actually stopped and thought about it, like, oh, this is a long list. So there are a lot. There
Yeah,
is
there's a lot on our list.
and
And
then
then
those
there's a lot.
things, if you knew men, each one of those things is difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult,
And just like
difficult.
if they like this, I'm saying the same thing. Those three things, if you know women, are very difficult.
No,
That's-
no,
so those
like
three.
those three, because one of those things you also need. You need to eat too.
A sandwich? Okay.
You need to
Yeah,
eat
the
too.
sandwich I said. The sandwich probably
Yeah,
the
that
non
should be
This is a non-issue
seamless.
here.
It should be non-issue. Off the
This is
table.
a non-issue. Sandwich non-issue.
Yeah, sex is a biological urge. So for great portions of your life,
Unless
you're
I
going to
hate
desire
you.
that too.
So once again, seemingly easy in practice, not easy.
But that's a you problem. See,
But that's what
practice
I said.
we're
I
talking.
said not easy for us. I'm just saying for us.
Yeah.
I'm
Why are you
taking
with somebody that you hate? Why are you with somebody that you hate?
that people do that every day.
But I mean, but why?
Or
Like, you know,
not, you don't even have to hate somebody for your sex drive for them to become deadened. It ain't even a hate thing. I'm not even gonna make it that extreme. It's just a set of circumstances.
Yeah.
Dynamics.
Exactly. And I have to put the responsibility because if you're going to be unpunishable,
Yeah.
right, you need to also be agentic and understand your role, your decision to be in a dynamic and your participation in a dynamic where that is no longer on the table.
Right, but often you hear more often than not when people are in that dynamic, the woman is just like, she's just kicking it. She's not complaining about the dynamic. She's not. We're not having sex. Oh yeah, she know.
Oh yeah. Because there's something else she's getting. You wouldn't be dealing with that if there weren't something else that you value more.
Yeah, you weigh in everything. So even if that's gone because of something with the dynamic that you're like, okay, it's practical on this side, but the side effect is the lack of desire, then oftentimes you'll say, okay, I'll ride it out.
Yeah.
Women can be pragmatic too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just about different things. For sure.
Yeah, it's just different things. So that's what I'm saying. That not as easy in practice as one may think. It's just,
yeah, but what I'm saying is I am not talking about the practice because anything could be difficult to anybody for any number of reasons.
Right.
Like putting your socks on could be difficult because you're depressed. So I'm not trying to bake in it's your personal disposition and temperament difficulties. I'm trying to go with the general.
But I feel like men wouldn't constantly keep requesting it if, generally speaking, women were easily doing these things. I think the fact that they have to keep saying sex silent sandwich is what I want, and they keep saying it, means they're not getting it.
No, but that's the thing. They're not getting it in a specific set of circumstances. Like because they're not having the problem before marriage.
Yeah, they're not. I'm saying in marriage, like men who are in partnerships are constantly saying, "This is what I want." So that means a lot of them aren't getting it. The married men aren't getting it.
Correct. And what I'm saying is that is not a function of the person's capacity. That's a function of choice. And I'm not somebody's choice because of their feelings about the dynamic that they're participating in. I that can't be the thing that we could adjudicate. We can't really weigh that.
Well, that's why I think if for the women is like I said with the men, like why aren't they doing it? I'm not necessarily going to say it's because they can't. It's that chart again for the women. Why is it so difficult? Why don't women just easily do the sex silent sandwich thing? I don't know which one is attributed to effort. I don't know which one it is, but it's clearly a difficulty. There's something going on there where it's seemingly something that shouldn't be difficult, but for some reason, one of those things are happening and it ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely agree with that. There is a problem, and the problem has a vagina. But
Right. And I think we're owning it. Like I own it that it's difficult for. That's what I mean by like, yes, it's seemingly easy. It's difficult for us for some reason. On that somehow between what's said and it happening, there's some
Yes.
wall there of why it can't
Yeah.
happen. Same way I was saying with the meme,
Absolutely.
like there's some wall there. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I can tell you what it is, but it's okay. We don't have to go down that route. I did want to introduce a video. I just discovered this today. I thought it was interesting.
Oh Lord.
I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your thoughts. All right. Boom. She basically created a crazy hot matrix for dude, but it's not crazy and hot. It's actually emotionally safe men matrix. So let's pull this up. Tell me what you think.
And welcome to the Emotionally Safe Man Matrix. So this is going to be talking about how to be.
You know what I did not do is try to take a picture of that, and so we can see it. Let me
Oh
do
yeah,
that
that'd
now.
been a good picture though, because it's kind of like small on TikTok.
It's super
Can't really
small.
see it.
Let me do this. Boom. Save that. So we'll take a look at that first. Let me see if I can put that in the overlay. See if we got wrong. Boo-doo-boo.
Because I can't. Let me see.
Nah, it's all good. I'm about to add.
I really hope she would have zoomed in.
She
I guess
doesn't.
on the phone it would have been maybe.
She does not. Yeah, let's go. All right. So this is the emotional safe man matrix. So the one was it the y-axis or which one is the vertical? I'm gonna call it the
I think
y-axis.
that's why.
Let's go. So that's the self-awareness. What I understand about
Okay.
myself and my preferences,
Okay.
patterns. And then the self-worth
Mm.
axis, how I feel about myself and how I show up in the world. So those are her axes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How I feel about myself and how I show up in the world. Okay.
All right, cool. If you have low self-worth and low self-awareness, she has branded you the victim. But she's going to go through these. But we'll pull this up occasionally if we want to.
Okay.
But I thought it was an interesting concept. I wish Homath could take her chart and then go
We
further.
need some pictures. Yeah, we need some little
He's
drawings.
really good with these charts and stuff and the concepts around him. I think he could take this a little further than she could. You know, that's my bias.
Become an emotionally safe man through two different axes. We have the self-worth axis on the horizontal line, and we have the self-awareness axis on the vertical line. So the distinction between the two is your self-worth is basically how you feel about yourself and how you show up in the world, and the self-awareness is what you understand in your head, between your ears, about yourself and your patterns. So as I'm going through this, if you identify with any of these sections on here, feel free to leave it in the comments. If you're doing this for your partner and you're assessing your partner, feel free to put their place on the matrix in the comments as well. Let's begin. All right. First, in the low self-awareness and low self-worth, we have the victim. They often throw around the word narcissist. They blame their parents,
Now, if she wouldn't have, real quick, where she lost me was she said narcissist because she's talking about dudes, and that is just not a word we throw around a lot. But that immediately made me think projection when she said that. But I would, if we took that one word out, I'd be with her.
Basically, they blame everybody else for their issues.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second. So let me check something. These Yahoos. Let me let this play real quick.
First, in the low self-awareness and low self-worth, we have the victim. They often throw around the word narcissist. They blame their parents, their partner, their boss, the society, politics, their country, whatever you want. They find something to blame. Anything but themselves? No, we will not blame ourselves. We are going to stay in our victimhood, that everybody else is out to get me. You'll also notice we have a red line going throughout the matrix. This is the line of validation. Above the line is internal seeking validation, meaning within yourself, and below the line is external seeking validation. Follow along. So we're going to move across horizontally the self-worth axis into our next section, which is the people pleaser, Mr. Nice Guy, right? The self-abandoner, avoids conflict, tries to make everyone around him happy, says yes when he means no, overgives, and just believes that if everyone likes him, then he'll be happy, then he'll be safe, then he'll experience peace. And continuing down our matrix to the very right-hand side where we have high self-worth, but
I'm sure you wouldn't have any problems with where the victim is placed.
No, I don't have no problem with the first two or the descriptions. Yeah.
Guys, let's go.
Very low awareness. We have the alpha bros. You'll also find your podcasters in this section.
This is where I had my second disagreement with her and almost stopped listening. But as soon as she
The
said
alpha bros, alpha bro podcasters, yeah.
The podcasters are not high self-worth. The alpha
bro podcasters, they are.
I don't think they are.
For the alpha bros, yeah, they definitely have. They don't have awareness, but they definitely like I'm the T, I'm the birthday.
Who in your mind when you think of the alpha bro podcaster? Who comes to mind?
I hate them all. Hat guy,
the
one that crashed out on Yella.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think they have a high sense of conceit? I would say they have a high ego. I wouldn't call that self-worth. Like self-esteem. Because I think they have a fragile sense of self-worth. But that's
there's lack of self-awareness, but they definitely have ego. Self-worth that can be interchanged with ego here, I think, because a lot of men's self-worth and ego are very tied together.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, lots of ego, lack of awareness. You don't even know people are like you're a goofball or people who you negatively. Yeah, I agree with this because she said alpha bros. She defined what podcaster guys and like the Andrew Tates, yeah, definitely high self-worth. I'm the cream of the crop. I'm the top. No self-awareness. They don't care what the environment feeds them back.
Yeah. Gotcha.
The red pill types, they have a very strong sense of self, but they have low awareness about what's coming out of their mouth. Let's continue back over to our vertical axis of the self-awareness axis and move up. So then we have what is my favorite zone to work with, which is the self-improvement junkies. They are usually in therapy or have been in therapy. They are very aware of their patterns, their behaviors. They have a lot of head knowledge, but they haven't fully integrated it with how they feel about themselves and their subconscious beliefs or what they operate from. And they listen to podcasts, books, therapy, join coaching programs. They are the types that are open and coachable. Chef's kiss, love y'all. That's who I work with primarily in my program, Healthy Mentality. So moving across into medium self-awareness and medium self-worth is what I like to call the chameleon. This would be
I do like that a lot of most of them are in that. It's such a big swath because I do feel like that is a lot of people. Like they're just like kind of in that space. A lot of men before development, before coaching, or before they find their purpose. I do think a lot of men float there.
Okay, that's good. That's nice to hear. A rare win here.
Yeah,
rare. I'm gonna take it.
Is what I like to call the chameleon. This would be my ex-husband. This would be where you have some knowledge about yourself. You're kind of self-aware, like you're not new to the game. You're still figuring out your self-worth. It's not in the shitter, right? You're not the victim. You're not a people pleaser. You kind of set a boundary, but you're still looking to the world. Again, you're under the validation line. So you're still seeking the world's approval and for people to tell you who you are. So you kind of adapt when you start dating a new partner or you start hanging out with a new group of friends. You start to take on their hobbies and their likes. And so you have a fairly flexible sense of self-worth and what you like and want, and you're still seeking that external approval. The chameleon also
don't you think about she wasn't done. My bad.
Tends to lose themselves in relationships. So everything becomes about whatever it is that they're obsessed with or focused on for that season of life, whether it's work, career, partner, family. They kind of lose themselves and they stop being able to have independence or validate or even set boundaries around their wants and needs. They kind of just shapeshift. Now, moving along to the right of the...
Now, what you think about that chameleon?
Yeah. Still agree that I like that this is in the middle because I think that a lot of people are there. This middle, the everyman probably is going to fit across this whole middle section. And if you got an everyman, he's going to be one of those. I think the younger guys or the people who aren't as committed or focused probably are the floaters. And then I think a lot of like middle-aged married men are honestly chameleons.
I can see that.
So I think some of this changes with age for men as well.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Because even if your self awareness is staying the same most of your life, your self worth is going to change as you move into different. I don't even want to say capacities, but
Yeah,
as you achieve
older.
certain milestones,
Yeah. And they
like
start to like
graduating
kind of
college, or
understand their worth.
yeah,
As far as like what they accomplish as they get older. I think there's some
yeah,
scale of like if I'm 40 and I'm not where I want to be, my self-worth is going to be determined off that.
yeah,
But if I'm
that's gonna
hitting certain
plummet,
marks, it's going
and
to
you're
go
gonna get
up.
the self improvement.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with that. That makes perfect sense.
The self-worth matrix, kind of mid-level self-awareness, but high self-worth. Those are our workaholics, our high achievers, those that are responsible, successful. Outwardly, they check all of the boxes of what is deemed as success by society. They're very driven, but again, his worth is still tied to external validation and achievement, and mostly material achievement and success. If he loses, he questions his own self-worth, so he kind of starts to fall back on the matrix. But generally, those are people who really have a strong value on what they produce and what they do, but not necessarily who they are, and being able to show up emotionally safe. It is really dependent on external KPIs and metrics, if you will. Now, as we move all the way to the top of the self-awareness.
All right, you think that's the natural progression, self improvement, chameleon, where you kind of shift, and then
Yeah.
when you're locked
Because
in, you become
a lot of
workaholic.
them, yeah, they lose stuff. You don't know who you finna get, baby. You don't know who you finna get. Let the right little girl be around, son, telling him he's great in his down season, baby. He's out of here. So
That's funny.
yeah.
That's funny.
Axis, but we are still on low self-worth. This is kind of our danger zone. This is the fixer. So he can understand his patterns, he can understand his wounds. He's very smart, has a great vocabulary for emotional intelligence, and can recognize his patterns, but has a very, very negative relationship with himself. Responds, is very reactive, can rip you a new one and manipulate you with the language, but always thinks that his solution is the best solution, but is kind of lacking this identity that I'm here to be in partnership with you, and that your feelings and emotions are also valid, and we can come up with creative problem solving. These are the types that will diagnose you, that will kind of turn this around and say, here's where you need to do the work. So it can be quite a bit of a slippery slope, because they've got a lot of head knowledge, but they have a low sense of self-worth. So how they show up in the world is not consistent with the words that they say. These men are very confusing, because it's when you're first with them, you think, oh my God, they're emotionally intelligent. Like, oh my God, we can have such deep, amazing conversations, but the actions are not matching with the words. All right, now we're getting to the fun zone.
All right, what about the fix?
Ooh.
Felt like a
Oh
read,
my
didn't it?
God. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, she right. She ate with it. Because I already know Cam Newton is what he must be over there on that far right side.
Yeah, high self worth, below self awareness. Where
he probably like
he alpha bro.
He probably did. Bro. I don't think he alpha bro. I think what's on this, he's up here at the top, but like not the top corner, but that far right. Can you pull it up? I want to see what the title is before she read it. The overachiever.
Okay, that's fair.
To me, that's a Cam.
Okay.
I think Cam Newton's right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Very high self-esteem, definitely at the top. Pretty good self-awareness, also. Like he's aware of.
Typically overachievers, though. That's the thing. I don't know.
No, I mean, yeah, because they are achieving a lot. They have high self-worth. That's why I think they do all have high self-worth. But the Andrew Tates have no awareness. They just don't have awareness. They don't care what the outside world says. Like, I'm great. I'm amazing. I don't care if I've been locked up for trafficking humans. I'm still great. It's like no awareness. Like, but a Cam Newton
definitely seeking outside validation, which is why he's still on the bottom of the red line. Because his whole podcast is about people talking about his relationship.
Yeah, and he needs like the outward thing of like accomplishing things. Like he is accomplished. That's why he is so. But he also has awareness. Like I'm not trying to get married. Yeah, I know about people. So I would put Cam in the overachiever.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. I would argue the labels that she put, but I mean I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
argue you about her labels.
Yeah, as long as I can think of some people that fit. If I think of like the textbook person in my head that kind of fits, I'll say, okay, yeah, I can see who she's talking about.
Yeah, gotcha. I got you.
Pretty much any of these next three are great partners. There's lots of opportunities to grow together, but we still have some nuance here. So below the line, needing external validation, but a pretty high sense of self-worth and self-awareness is our overachiever. He knows himself. He respects himself. He's done the work. He's got a lot of external validation, but that external validation is still driving behavior and how he views himself. So he still is attached to outcomes, people giving him praise, getting the appreciation, the respect, the growth. Again, that acknowledgement outside that he's still worthy and deserving of his own self-love. So he's almost there, but he still craves and needs that external validation and the proof that he's a great man. And my favorite section is the emotionally secure or safe man. This is a man who is confident in himself.
Now, does this person exist, Brie? Is this a real thing? Is she making this up?
Yeah, I think those men exist. I do.
Is
See how small that box is, though.
Should it be smaller? Should it be bigger?
In half. You better off giving more of that box to the overachievers. But
That's messed up. That's messed up. Okay. All right.
Right? He doesn't need external validation. He understands himself at a level that most men never get to. He has motivations that he does it for his own self-respect, not performance to try and get approval or seek validation. He is a very safe partner because no matter what you give him, he doesn't internalize it to increase the narrative in his own head that he's wrong, bad, the problem, broken, a piece of shit, whatever. He can start to separate out your words and your emotions and not internalize it so that he can hold a safe space for you to explore and express your emotions. But you better believe, sis, that he is going to have the expectation that there is reciprocity in that. This is not a man who violates his boundaries. He's very clear in them. He is a great communicator. He is attuned with you, your body, your needs, your wants, just as in tune with himself as he is. Most women will want this man. Very few women can hold and keep this man. You have to be able to be an emotionally safe partner for yourself before you can provide that to somebody else. And he prioritizes that for himself so that he's able to give that to a partner. So the women that want this type of man, guess what, sis? Hate to break it to you. You need to become an emotionally safe person first so that he is drawn to you for the emotional safety that you guys co-create. Because one partner feeling emotionally safe and another one doesn't exist. 100% of the time, 9 times out of 9. See what I did there? When I am working with a man whose partner has told him they don't feel emotionally safe with him, my first question to him is, do you feel emotionally safe in the relationship? And they say no. Why? Because emotional safety is a two-way street. So if you want an emotionally safe man, look for somebody with high self-worth, high self-awareness, but not seeking external validation. Mwah. Now, there is one.
All right. Now, this is her.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree with that. I wanted to share this because I thought she did good on this.
Really good.
Yeah, she did good on this one. Now, this last one I thought this was cute.
Tiny little section at the very top, which is the highest level of self-awareness, the highest level of self-worth, and not seeking external validation. And those we're going to call the book talk man. They don't exist in real life, or they're very rarely observed. They're mostly found in a comment section on social media. So good luck finding them. And hey,
I love that. That's the only person who could threaten my life. A book talk person.
The book talk guy.
Come out of a fairy tale world. Yep.
The book talk man does not exist. They do exist.
Don't exist. Don't need to exist because most people aren't there. So yeah, that was good. She did a good job.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I
thought she ate as
I'm about to say. I don't know what the percentage on that would be, but the emotionally safe men, they ain't out here. They might have been the square to tick book top men. But they might need to be that little too.
Yeah, I do feel like it's got to be smaller.
And I also would want to know the age because I feel like it wouldn't really be. Men aren't being nurtured that way, so it probably would be something that would come later in life.
It would have to. It would have to.
Yeah.
Let me see. Now, this last video that I wanted to react to, there's 2 parts. There's the first chunk and then like the first 15 minutes, I would say, I want to kind of react to, get your opinion on, and then there's like a very
Awesome.
specific thing I wanna pull in. Let's see, let me share that. Nope, not invite guests to studio.
Joy.
I want to share. Oh, but there was also something you said I wanted to ask you about while I'm pulling that up. You had said that the advice other women give women is terrible.
Yeah, sometimes it be terrible.
What made you say that? Like, what do you think is the reason for that?
I
Do you
think
think
it
it's like
works.
with the best of intention, or do you think it's like
I think it just depends on the frame. Like I think that everybody doesn't have the same frame. I just know that's my experience just because I don't run on the same values, I'd say, that some more traditional, I would say more traditional women. Not all women. Just the more traditional women.
so? Do you think they just give you bad advice, or do you think
Yeah,
they just
they
give
give
bad
me
advice in
terrible
general?
advice. If a woman was like them, it's probably great advice.
Okay, so if they're assuming that everybody's like them,
Yeah, like, but I just noticed it's like the every man, it's like the every woman. It's like they give me every woman advice, and I just be like, girl, shut up. I'm not gonna do that. So maybe it is. Maybe it applies to most,
got you. Does that
most
apply to
women. But
you?
I find for me, it's almost disgusting. It gives me a visceral response of like, why would you tell me to do that? Do you know me? Why would I do that? So I just find it be bad advice sometimes, especially when it comes to marriage. There's always like this weird energy of like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's a feeling. Like,
Okay.
have your socks ever got wet? And then you
Yeah.
just be like, they not wet enough to change, but maybe I could walk around them. And then you take a few
Yeah, damp
steps.
socks.
Yeah, and then you be like, oh, this is more damp than I want. It's just like, that's
Yeah.
how it feels. Yella, do you need us to bring you up or you just gonna be in the back? Oh, okay. Foreboding.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. He's like, probably just
He's just gonna pop up with a picture in the back.
So y'all ever walked in the house and seen your brother and sister eating a big ass pizza and they ain't let you know they ordered pizza or was gonna even order pizza?
I mean,
You might not
No.
even want a pizza. You didn't even get the chance to be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want no pizza.
He pulled up like this
That's
and said,
disobedience.
oh, you motherfucker.
it would be one thing if there wasn't a group text.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like if there wasn't a group text saying, "Hey, we're gonna have pizza. Hey, do you want to have pizza at noon tomorrow? Yeah, let's have lunch."
I think we had that conversation in everything, Bagel. So he probably
yeah.
missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Over the course of
Nah,
the
but
day.
it's all good.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
How you feel?
What it do? She about to roll up. Yes, I'm
Hello.
catching the last little bit. What was the?
Yeah, we were just talking about bad advice. Like women just when I need advice, I just find that most women aren't in the space to give me advice because I'm not usually looking at advice for like what to do specifically. I'm just trying to run my thoughts through like someone else, and then just like I'm really trying to wrestle with my own thoughts more so than like I want to know exactly what to do.
Process.
Like, I want to be checked on my thoughts or like challenge my thoughts or. So I'm not really like, oh, they just be like, oh, just when that happens to me, I just be quiet. And you be like, shut up.
So why you ain't be quiet now? You know what that sounds like though? Okay, and this gonna sound bad. Coming through the door gonna sound.
Let's go.
She's asking for advice like a woman. But the women are giving her advice like men.
Yeah, solve the problem advice.
Right. Because I hear what she's saying, and I like that's generally how like I've experienced a lot of women looking for advice. They just wanna express the idea sometimes. Like they got an answer, they just need to like express it to get the clutter out almost. Like let me say this so I can get the bullshit out that I don't want.
See what let me see your reaction to what I say, and then let me hear my own words when they come out of my mouth. And get some feedback.
Like or challenge me if I'm like way off base. Like sometimes like, and that's why I was like, I just need to get a therapist because she's really good at being like, that sounds extreme. Like if I say something, she'll be like, that feels like a very extreme. From what I know of you and I know of who you're talking about, that feels like a very harsh conclusion that you're making there. Like, you know what I mean? Like something like that. Not necessarily like, well, I think you should do this. It's just like, no, that just feels really harsh from what I know of you and what I know of the person you're talking about. So maybe maybe you're just in a space right now where you, for some reason, you're seeing things and it's very colored.
Maybe you need to
Way.
chill out.
Yeah, you need to chill.
Mhm.
Which is typically what I'm looking for, because the people I'm talking to do know enough about me or who I'm talking about to know, like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't talk to someone about it if they literally didn't know anything except what I'm telling them.
Yeah.
So typically that's annoying when I expect that kind of answer from people who maybe don't know everything, right? Reasonably. But if you
Right.
know both of us,
Yeah,
you feel
got
like,
you. That makes sense.
Mhm.
well, you're like, I'm just like,
You should have more insight.
yeah,
Yeah. You got prior knowledge to the situation.
yeah. Tell me if I'm tripping. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
If I just wanted somebody to agree with me or just say something
Yeah.
random, I could just go ask a random person. Matter of fact, I could just probably go make a TikTok.
Fact.
For real. Yeah, that's the best way. And you get monetized on it.
Right. Get monetized and everybody be like, yeah. You know.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, sometimes just be like, nah, I think you tripping.
Facts.
You tired? You need a nap? Did you have a snack today?
Right. Did you have a snack?
Like, this heifer just need a cookie. She need to calm down.
You sound hungry. You know you was tripping about work the other week. Maybe you bringing that shit over here. You know,
Not
like,
yourself
I
when
don't
you hungry. That's why you keep a Snickers with y'all people, just for your best friend.
just eat. So yeah, I do find that women sometimes, I think the unpunishable woman she's regulating her own discomfort. I find it because sometimes I'm very like, I don't know, I say stuff that's crazy, like not crazy, but sometimes I say stuff that makes people uncomfortable in the sense that they know that if they said that, they would never be comfortable saying that.
Right. I almost gave you the blue ivy. Like,
well, I guess like a lot of women are like so people pleaser, like, you know, so it's like sometimes I'll say something and I'm like, I'm not even threatening to do anything. I'll just say an authentic thing and they'll be like, they're so like, I can't even imagine saying it out loud that they like regulate me or regulate themselves or regulating me. Yeah. That's so you. Shut up.
Yeah, you be saying the wildest stuff, but I understand it. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So I think that just made them uncomfortable, and they just be like, "Well, if I said that, I would be on the verge of doing this or that, or I would be ready to leave." Or so then they can't really give me advice beyond it. So, or if they had to accept the reality of that, they would feel compelled to do something that maybe I'm not necessarily saying I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's like, hey, I got a problem. Leave them, girl. Like, wait a minute.
No, it's not, and that's what I'm saying. I think I think for them, they would be like,
he just got on my nerves a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, and sometimes it's just like very realistic assessments of the reality. Like this is what it is. Yeah. But for me, that's not a deal breaker. That don't mean I gotta go nowhere. But I think for a lot of women, that's the toolkit they have. Like if this is reality, I have to go. So sometimes when I say it, they'll be like, "Oh, bitch, are you on the edge?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm just saying it is what it is." Yeah, I don't think that they can see beyond that. Like they're like, "Oh, bitch, if it was me, I would have to be out of here." And I'm like, I mean, that's a little dramatic.
That's how it is, though. Like for real, a lot of people, that's the only tools they have is staying or going. Like they don't have.
Yeah. So they can't even sit with the uncomfortable negative experience or feelings of their partner because for them that would mean they would have to make a choice of staying or going, you know. But for me, it's not that way. So a lot of times that's what I mean. Like I get bad advice or useless advice.
Because their only advice is to put up with it.
Yeah,
like or put up and shut up or leave. Yeah, that makes sense. So. Yeah, there's nothing about working on it that anybody can know. That sucks.
Oh. Yeah, or radically accepting the flaws of people. Like, what does that mean for me? Because usually my question is, what does that mean for me? Not like, how do I get them to change the behavior? It's just like, this is what is happening. What does that mean for me? That's usually what I'm like in that space.
No, that makes sense.
So yeah, I get terrible advice from women.
Dang. Woo. Yeah, Snickers are our friends for sure. Okay.
Speaking of, let me get some peanuts.
Ooh, I have some dill pickle cashews and I have some hot honey cashews.
Yuck! Oh, now the hot honey.
Yuck. On both sides.
Yuck! Hot honey? Now you're cooking with grease?
Okay, said Joe. All right, so I'm about to bring in a video. It's about 15 minutes of reaction. So, Yella, you here. Let me know if y'all need me to pause. This lady's name is Allison
Wonderland.
That would actually be a better
Allison Chains.
Allison is something with an A.
Red.
Oh my God, what is her name? Because it's not in the title. What up, Bo?
Hello.
Good to see you,
Is
Bo.
this the same Allison from Smallville who started the
Allison.
cult?
Allison Armstrong. This is Allison
okay.
Armstrong. Not the sex called Allison. This is Allison Armstrong. She is I don't even want to call her a male rights advocate. She studied men, I guess, as a counselor or whatever. So she spent a lot her career learning about men, which is rare because most women don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? They just don't care.
Don't.
Yeah. But so she's going to share some insight. But I think this is bi-directional. What she's saying about men is this doing a lot of heavy lifting. So she's saying if she's telling women that this about men, it means one thing, that women don't already know this, which is a lot of times embarrassing to me. I'd be embarrassed if I didn't know some of the things I think I know about women. But that she's telling this to women. I mean, telling this to women as it's new information is strange because a lot of these people are married 10, 15, 20 years, don't understand the first thing about men. And then the second thing is there's going to be an equal and opposite or some kind of relationship to what it means for women too. Like there's going to be women have this, but how is it expressed differently? So those are the two things that I take away from Allison when she talks. This is Allison Armstrong, a white lady. But a lot of people, I would say, they're not going to listen to men. So when women like Esther talk, it's strange to see women get mad at them too. So Allison, if you say something positive about men, of course she's catching him too, which blew my mind. I'm like, golly, you just can't say nothing nice about men for something, which is crazy. But I'm gonna go through 15 minutes of this.
We in the age of the we're in the age of the right. We're in the age of the female supremacist. We in the age of the female supremacist.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, so supremacy is the order of the day. It's the dish of the day, basically. Everybody's ordering supremacy. So I might as well get me some too. Which one would I get though? I don't like male supremacy.
Okay.
So that's supreme pizza.
That's actually a good thought. It's like which identity of yours would you have become the supreme group on the planet? I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go fat boy, big back supremacy.
I might be with you on that though,
because the food would be amazing.
Oh my God, the menus at just the most mundane places would be awesome.
Because suddenly McDonald's would have real meat.
Man,
the fries will stay the same.
It's gonna be an expensive ass world. Rent gonna be $5 million because we gotta supply. We gotta support big backism with real meat.
You're probably right. Right.
The inflation gonna be crazy. The environment.
We all gonna be inflated. That's why. Because we all gonna be inflation.
The methane levels gonna be crazy.
Yes, sir.
The cow farms gonna be banging.
Oh, man, cow farm, man. The slaughterhouses and the butcher is gonna be like the new doctor, 6-figure job.
For real.
For real.
Land gonna be
He say, he ain't a butcher. I don't want him.
No. Right.
I mean, doctors are gonna be needed too. Everybody gonna have heart disease.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh man. I think as a big back, big back supremacy, I think you should have to own your big backedness. It shouldn't be on everybody else to carry your big backedness. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's gonna be Wally. Y'all gonna be on them recliners with the big.
Hey, look, that was a hell of an infomercial. Sign me up.
Yella was like, "What's so bad about it?"
Right, I'm like, and the problem is,
and that's exactly what happened. The robots to be like, "Y'all niggas is out of control. We need to go back to Earth."
Man, listen,
that's why y'all need to touch grass.
Hey, that's why we building them robots, man. They doing karate now. They need to get ready to do this heavy lifting.
Yes,
Like, shoot.
sir. Yes,
Wally said,
sir.
"Y'all need to touch grass." They been said it.
Listen,
Disney knew.
they knew what was coming.
Disney was like, "Touch grass."
They knew what was coming.
Yeah, that
And
was long before it happened too.
the infrastructure, man. We're gonna change the whole infrastructure, boy. Can't wait. Can't wait. Widen sidewalks and stuff because people gonna be on carts to accommodate. Can't just be wheelchair. Wheelchair ain't gonna support them no more. We just gonna It's gonna be crazy. Or maybe it ain't gotta be that bad. Maybe our health plan will have like mandatory, like
Oh no, hospital gonna have to be free.
yeah, but I mean
Health
like
insurance gonna
trainers,
be
like
too
gym
much.
memberships,
Oh yeah.
trainers, like maybe that'll be built into the big bakery. It's like because there's a lot of people that taking a lot of calories, but they
Nah, that's
also
gonna have
working
to
out
be
less.
like insurance. Like you
Yeah,
gonna
that's
have to
what,
have a trainer or you gonna get fined.
yeah, like I'm saying, like build it into the system, build the wellness into the system where it's like mandatory for you to be a big back. It's like this is your responsibility as a big back
Yeah.
citizen.
Before you go in the restaurant, you gotta proof of trainer. Like
Hmm.
insurance. You can't be on the road.
Yeah.
You can't
So
be outside.
maybe that's got to be it. So instead of like paying for it, you got to work it off. You know what I'm saying? You got to work
Hmm.
off the calories to earn. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of way. I'd make up some kind of big back
Lord
meal.
have mercy.
It'd be dope though. Bree's like, nah, give me what I got. Don't need to change. What would y'all's be?
Mm, gamer.
Gamers. Okay. Would everybody get a free console when they turn a certain age, or what would be the benefits and responsibilities?
Um, just like some, you have to find some pretty much the same kind of
Free high
ideas. But
speed
I just
internet.
think, yeah, the internet, everybody have, there have to be limits. But I do think that gaming is a good way to channel energy. So I do
Okay.
think it's like it would be important to find your genre of gaming,
Okay.
pretty early on as a way to like offload some of the tension and yeah. But also we need less violent games and gory games.
Less violent. So you be trying to
Gore
bang these
gore
kids?
games. Like gore games. Yeah, just games like
Okay.
that. More and more
Gotcha.
like Animal Crossing and shit, like calm games. We need to
Wow.
like integrate
Oh
that
my
into
god.
just like what's the one where we flip the houses? House flipper. We need
So
more.
you would be the C. Dolores Tucker of video games. Like
Yeah.
you would be like the no more gangster video games.
No, I mean you could have them, but I just think that like some of the games are too much. There's not many games that I feel like it can be
Okay.
scary, it can be a little gore, like that's fine. But some of the games that are just useless and like there's a
Hmm.
lot of games out there that are just terrible for humanity. So
Okay.
we would control those and then like do more of a relaxing game, integrated into society.
Okay. A lot more Simish.
Sam, but we're just like what they call them, cozy games. That's what we call them,
Cozy
cozy games.
games. Okay. Bree would be the cozy president. Okay.
Cozy gaming needs to be integrated into society.
Okay. And Yellow kind of backing me on the big backery. Or would you go a different way, Yellow? Would you go like wrestling? Would you go sports? Would you go science? Or would you stay with the big back? Because you do love a taco.
He do. He might not even be here.
Eat in the spirit. What about y'all in the chat? What about y'all? Naya, Bo? What y'all think? What would y'all supremacy be? Would it be head rap supremacy for Enya? Old school music supremacy? Old movie supremacy? Tubi movie supremacy? What about you, Bo? What would be your thing? Smoke, drink, game. Oh, here
YouTube,
come Nova at the perfect time. Nope.
YouTube supremacy. Oh yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
I
No,
No, don't make
said
me
no.
come with you. I
no,
can't
that's
afford a plane ticket.
that's
Happy
real.
belated birthday,
And I
sir.
got
Happy
people that
belated
can
birthday.
find you.
No, that's real. Right. See, I knew it. I knew what he meant. I knew what he
I'm
meant.
gonna find you. Tell
I knew what
Novette
you
I'm
meant.
gonna meet her in person. I'm excited about it. Love her. Gonna beat the shit out of you.
Y'all crazy. Okay, you go black supremacy. Okay, Mo said he would go full black supremacy. Hey, listen, that'd be something. That'd be something. Racist. Yellow understands. And
Okay.
shout out to Dennis Robinson, man. Welcome to the stream. Another projection.
Hello.
You know who that attacks men who have joy. Right?
Who's the you know who? Who attacks men and have joy? I don't know who. I want to know.
Who attacks men who have joy?
Women.
I don't think that was the title.
Is it women or?
Now I think that for me, this is my interpretation. Dennis, you tell me if I'm Mr. Robinson. Tell me if I'm wrong. Are men triggered by women's joy? And the answer is, nah, it's you. It's women who attack. They're not saying women. They say it's
are triggered by men's joy.
Women who attack men's joy. So it's the opposite.
Okay.
That's how I read that.
Got it.
Because I think there is some of that. We talked about the whole video game thing, and men need to have man cave because women are triggered by men's joy. And
oh yeah,
more like peace. I like damn, like you're too peaceful. You're not doing anything. What do you? But
yeah, kind of like I was when I was talking about like it's a grading thing. It's not a jealous. It's like it's grading because it's like why do you need so much? I think it's like sometimes the opposite happens where people who feel like they have to do the most is like why do you need so little?
Why do you need so little?
It's like grading.
How do you got time to rest when I got all this stuff on my plate?
Yeah, like I'm overwhelmed, so therefore you should be overwhelmed too. You know, like that whole.
Oh, you got time for a nap?
Yep.
Because I know some people who don't like you resting. Like there's like older people who feel like if you're resting,
oh god, I hate
it pisses them off. Yeah,
now older people, man or woman, like the older people, it don't matter. It ain't even gender.
It ain't even gender. What do you mean you're sitting down on your day off?
Don't ever say you're bored near a boomer. Oh, I'm bored.
Don't look relaxed near a boomer.
Well, go out there and rake the driveway then if you're bored.
Rake the driveway.
Blow the leaves with your mouth. There's straw in there. She needs something to do.
Since you so bored. I'll be having to holler at the OG. She be mad because she like nephew come over her house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They on summer break. So he be up to like 3 a.m. He watching YouTube, all the other shit. So he sleep. He's sleeping most of the day. Yeah. She like, what he gonna do? Just sleep till 12? Where the fuck he gotta go?
Yes.
What the fuck? Yes. What the fuck? What he gonna do?
Yes, he gonna sleep at 12. Leave that man alone.
Right. He been in school for the 9 months straight.
God damn.
Yeah.
Can't eat summer right.
Ain't right. I can't eat summer because you uncomfortable with how I'm summer.
Oh man, a part of me misses those days, but it was so infuriating back then, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they would step
up. That's what I'm like. So let's not make this. We don't have to make it a whole thing about right or wrong. It's just I think it's a part of human nature. I think when some people don't get to indulge in something, it gets annoyed to them.
It becomes a rule.
Are doing it. Yeah, it becomes a rule, and they hate it when they see other people indulging in it.
Yeah, it gets ingrained in their ethics.
Yeah, women are extra frivolous. You know, vapid, extra, over consumers.
Yeah.
You don't feel like that's necessary for you, so it's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That don't mean we're not gonna do it though.
Nah, everybody gonna do what they want. Everybody definitely gonna do what they want.
Oh God.
But let's get a little bit into Allison real quick. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about what she's talking about.
I also, I thought I was really generous. I would always point out what they were doing wrong and what they could do better and what they were stupid at.
She's very
generous. Very helpful.
You can't imagine crazy eyes. Hey, crazy eyes. Hey, girl.
The other lady, Lisa Bilyeu, I think her name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Bilyu, I believe it is.
Yeah, this might you gotta smoke a little weed in your life so your eyes are really
like to do better. My mother used to dance around singing that song. Yeah, and I thought that was my job. You have to have a man.
That's my stuff.
And you have to get him to act right, because if he doesn't, you look bad. So make him act right, but never need him. Don't need him for anything. We're equals. We can do everything you can do. We don't need you for anything. Become a better man. And so as Ellen was showing me these things that I'd done, and I mean, we can name them and just ignore men, withhold, like there's the A's, withhold appreciation, withhold admiration, withhold accountability, because they thrive on accountability. They need to be accountable. Well,
Bree, got a problem with that? Do we thrive on accountability? What do you think?
Mm-mm. I think they are better if you hold them accountable. They may not like it. They don't like. I don't know if they like it because the behavior you may get in response to said holding them accountable is not going to be positive. But I think in the end, it's better to do it anyway.
And I skipped over this. My bad, Bo. Dr.
Yeah.
Umar being king would be wild work.
You gotta say everything 3 times, and he'll
Oh
appear
my
in the
God.
neighborhood.
Gotta say it 3 times. Gotta say it
Pothole,
three times.
pothole. He
Gotta
gonna
say it
pop
3
up,
times.
and he gonna fix it.
That would be fun though. That would be fun.
Gentrification.
Right. He gonna come break this up. That'd be great.
Oh God, that would be great.
So no, I don't. I do think men like to be held accountable because that means you believe in them.
Okay.
I don't know about withholding affection. Sometimes there is none. There is none to withhold.
Okay.
But that's it.
Okay. So you're saying sometimes there is no affection. So the woman's not withholding affection. There is no affection.
There is none.
Okay.
I didn't even think about it that way. The way y'all describing it, which is cool, because then that like creates a different aspect of like men, like craving accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even hear that when I heard withholding accountability.
She said, I think she said makes them feel. Did she say withholding accountability?
No,
not holding account. Okay.
No, I'm saying she said withholding accountability, which I heard a whole different way.
Got you. Let me hear how'd you hear?
So like they're withholding accountability for themselves.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because but y'all right though, in the sense of like men craving that kind of like because look at like the fields we enter, like the things that we like is like sports. Most sports got a head coach. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes respect their head coach. They respect their boss. You know what I'm saying? They respect.
Want to perform. They want to perform and know that they're doing
stuff
well.
Right. We need measurables. That way I did this. It got done. I did so many. I did the most. Like it's got to be measurable and attainable. It got to be SMART goals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think there's something about. I think there's something shocking to a man's system when other people take accountability too. Because we are typically the ones held to like the accountability standard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when I heard withholding, like she just don't take accountability for shit.
Gotcha.
Oh no, yeah, because she followed up and said they like to hear it. She like kind of when she said her little blurb, she was like, "Men want it and they like to hear it."
Yeah.
Right, and I'm saying even in that verbiage, like men like to hear when they women be like, "Yeah, that was my fault," because I'm not getting blamed this time.
That's fair.
I'm not getting blamed this time. Okay, I can work with this.
Yeah.
I can work with this.
Yeah.
I think in general men value the idea of accountability.
Because I can give you a little room. I think women fear that men won't give them grace for taking accountability. Like if y'all take accountability, we just gonna hold y'all feet to the fire every time. Like I don't. Just for me personally, I don't think that's the case. Like the more. I was just gonna say, like, just for me personally, the more I see you like take responsibility for shit you do, the more kind of I don't know. I guess it's like it don't make sense, but I'm gonna give you more leeway. The more you're willing to acknowledge when you fuck up.
Unfortunately, it's trust. I'm about to say like a child, but it's trust. It doesn't matter what the age of the person or the gender. It's
right.
If somebody shows you that they're willing to take responsibility for things that are on their side of the fence, you can trust them more, and you'll give them more latitude. It's like I don't have to police you; you'll police you. So I like that. I hear you. I also there was something else you just said that reminded me, and it's gone. You said something else that gave me a brain flash. Now the first thing is gone. Jesus Christ. Thanks a lot, Yella. You said too many smart things. You just needed one less smart thing. So the first smart thing was stuck.
Well, we halfway through the list. I want to hear the other thing that emasculate y'all, so I keep doing them.
Actually, No, I'm gonna let her sit.
Women are often vetoing men in what they consider their areas of accountability. So if he holds himself accountable, for example, for the financial security of the family, she vetoes him by going out and just put it on a credit card. I wanted it. And to him, it's like a knife in the gut.
Damn.
Like there's an enemy within the castle.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. And we have no idea. And he's enraged and we think he's an asshole. But we just attacked him in one of the places that he is holding himself responsible for the well-being of the whole family, the whole kingdom, and we just sabotage and think nothing of it. We don't even think we've sabotaged. I just did what I wanted to do. You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what not to do. Right? So we don't understand. So we also.
I thought that was dope though, like because there is some truth to that, and a lot of dudes check out because of that, like that right there. I've seen it, like listening to Deloney especially. I've seen it so many times. People will be asking somebody to be responsible for this area of, I'm gonna say, domesticity. You're responsible for this part of the family, whatever. You need to look out for this, but then it gets undermined consistently, and that's tough. That's tough, especially with I would say stepdaddies and discipline of the children. That's a big thing there.
Yeah.
Come on, you got to be a good example for the kid. You can't talk to them like that. No, or oh God, I've seen that too many times, real life and other examples. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Y'all got anything, or did you hit play? I know Bree's not.
No, yeah, she
So I call it
Let's go.
green emasculation because it's you don't have to spend much energy withholding. Withhold food, withhold sex, withhold admiration, withhold actionable information.
What do you mean by that?
Dang.
When men are listening to us, if we're fine, their default listening is, what's the point?
Oh.
And what's the point is a question that a person organized around productivity.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in your get her done mode of what you're accountable for, you're paying attention to what people are saying as to what's the point? What does this have to do with what we're doing?
Uh-huh.
It's completely normal. Well, they're listening that way, and I actually have to trick women into getting to the point.
Man.
Oh. Yeah, because if a guy said, well, what's the point? You think that now they're being abrasive, they're being demanding, they're not listening, they're
and
not
they
giving.
don't care.
Yes,
and
they
don't
care.
respect me.
Yes. I finally feel seen.
Do you agree with that, Bree? Do you feel like when guys are trying to get a woman to the point, does it feel like we don't appreciate or respect or care?
I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. My brothers are very abrasive. We have a habit of saying, "What's the point?" Sometimes I think it just depends on how you say
Culture
it.
you came up in.
Or no, how you say it when you say it. If I'm in the middle of it, you're just like, "What's the point?" Like, yeah, that's an asshole. But if sometimes you like listening, you're like, "Okay, I'm hearing this. Like, what do you want me to like? What's the point? Like, is there something I did? Like, I think that's a okay file. It just really depends on how you say it. Like, how are you saying it because you want to understand like what's underneath everything they said? Or are you saying it like, shut up, hurry up? Like, I'm tired. I'm trying to move on. Like, so no, I think it's fine to. I think you should be listening to people to figure out the point.
Yeah.
There's always a point. Like, even if she's just saying random shit that has no functional thing, then maybe she's just trying to connect. That's the part that I feel like sometimes like sometimes if the point is connection, that's not a valid point for them.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'm just doing this because I want to connect to you, and they're like, that's not a point. So what's the point? And you're like, that is the point. And they're like, that doesn't exist to me. And you're like,
yeah,
okay.
that one's hard, man. That was
exactly. So yeah, that would be nice if it was like if the point was taken as the point.
Yeah, because like how does that? It's hard to transmute that one. It's hard to like in your I'm telling you about all this random stuff that has no bearing, and I don't want you to do anything about, just so I can feel connected. Because I don't feel connected because you told me a bunch of crap I don't care about. Like doubt. So it's hard for us to relate it that you do feel connected when you told me a bunch of crap that I'm never going to care about.
Right.
It's so
We gotta learn that skill though, man. I
Or
do
learn to
believe
like
that's
to understand if the point is connection and that's the only way that they're feeling like they can get it. Maybe there hasn't been a groundwork laid of how we connect outside of you just coming and dumping on me, which is something I've
yeah.
had to teach my kids of how to relate to each other. Like, okay, your sister's
Mm,
coming there and irritate you because they want to connect with you, but you've been on the game for 2 hours. So if you don't
yeah.
want them to do it their way, then you need to go ahead, wake up and say at 4 o'clock, we're going to do this today. That way they don't have to come and irritate you. Because the point is connection. It's not
Yeah.
irritating. So sometimes that's the skill of like realizing that the point is connection. And if you don't like it this way, maybe
hmm
you need to direct it in a way that's not as grating and abrasive to you.
Yeah. No, that's facts. I would say, like, here's the one thing I have on that. Only thing I would say different is I think that also is bidirectional. I don't think it's always on the person receiving the bid for attention to regulate the other person's bid for attention. Like I think not different with kids, but when there's adults, you also have some responsibility to bring the bid in a way that your partner can receive it. Like I think that I never hear that said, but if you're constantly running into a man who's not receiving your bid for attention because you're like the bird test, like don't bird test. Why don't you ever engage in something that he's already, he cares about? Why does it have to be some mundane, random thing? Come and connect on something he does. And I know some women do that. I'm not saying all women don't do that because I know some women will join in with football. I know women that have learned stuff about teams, all the way down to statistics and coaches just so they can get in like Dungeons and Dragons, like I video games. I know women that have gotten into the things that he's to engage, and that's been helpful. But it's like it can't always be on the person who's being bidded or being requested to, well, let me teach you how to connect to me. It can't always be that. If you know this
Right.
person, you with this person, you love this person, you're observing what they are interested in.
Right.
It can't always be I'm bidding you with what I care about. You
Right.
should also bid them sometimes with what they care about.
Oh,
Like it
but
should
men
be
like the connecting over activities. It's the conversational connecting and picking your brain that they don't tend to like because there's even that. Like, oh yeah, I can come play a game with you. I can go do it. We're probably not going to talk though. Depending on the
no.
activity.
I meant specifically talking. Like I meant specifically like I'm learning about the game and I ask you questions about the game
No,
because I
that's what
know.
I'm saying. Like in an activity, the activity is directed, like you're saying. Like we're probably going to talk about the game, or we're going to talk about the sport, or we're going to talk about this. But some connection is just talking to each other and just like finding out about how you think, or you're picking your brain on something, a topic, kind of like we do, right? Like that's
Mhm.
sometimes that is a valid form of like how some people like to connect. And I find that sometimes if it's like, oh, well, we have to connect over activity, that's cool, but you may not have that same conversation or that type of connection while doing an activity, though you will connect. So I do think, like, yeah, like that's the one I find that dealing with most of the time men don't value that particular type. So it is hard to get it even if you engage in an activity that they like and it's easier, like, oh yeah, we can do this, and you still might not. They just don't really like that one, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's just like not how men communicate, so they don't really care for it.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. I still feel like that sometimes, even if it's not around organized around an external event,
Yeah,
there still has to be some care to not make it mundane and frivolous.
right.
Like it still needs to be like higher order, like not above small talk. And I would say that there's a lot of times that it starts with small talk, and we're going to check out. Especially me, I'm
Yeah,
going to take.
it has to be balanced. It definitely has to
Yeah,
be balanced where it's like a reciprocated, where they feel like you're doing the things they want. But a lot of times, like you said, because most conversations start out with like a little small talk, it may chat you up first to kind of gauge, okay, is he even in the mood to talk? But a lot of times they're shutting down because of the small talk. And like small talk turns into big talk.
man, you better start a medium talk, man. I've had to tell people that, hey, start
Yeah,
a medium talk. Do
yeah.
not,
More
do
often than
not,
not.
do not.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
I think I got a little pushback,
Come on. I like
and
pushing.
it's for you, and it's for you, Rashawn.
As you should.
Yeah. So I'm think I'm hold on. Let me switch my. I'm gonna advocate for the ladies right now.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So I'll put up my queens real quick. So I think that's where they try to connect. I think when you talking with your lady or when you talking with your partner, it don't always have to be that deep unless there's some shit that they want to talk about. I don't think it always got to be that deep. You got to consider how many days, how many hours. Like if you like broke shit down, like we tend to look at relationships like the whole brick of weed, right? But like you could break that pound of weed down to like quarter pounds, ounces, right? They don't always have to be like whole quarter pounds. Or like sometimes the conversation might just be a nickel bag. It might just be a nick. Them nicks gonna get you through them nicks is most days. Them nicks is your average Wednesday through Thursday in a relationship. I mean Tuesday through Wednesday, Tuesday through Thursday. That's what I'm saying. That middle of the week shit is I don't know. I think what the ladies be kind of saying is that they do want to kind of connect on some just the type shit. Like just dump it all out on you. And sometimes, man, I don't know, it's a skill some of the guys might have to learn. Man. And we might have to learn how to just kind of sit there and be within their storm. Like we didn't all sat on the porch while it was raining and storming. We didn't all, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's me. I like that shit. I sit on the porch when it's storming. As long as it ain't too windy, I'll try to smoke me a little something and I'll chill. Because there's a piece about that too. So, and especially when it's your storm. Mm-hmm. Like you're kind of responsible for why she's around. like she ain't around because she want to be around. She around because you want her around. So you know what I'm saying? When she wanted to talk to you about what's the test? What's the test you saying?
The bird test.
Right.
I saw a bird. I saw a bird.
Oh yeah, that's so. I think that's so sad too that people have to do that.
I saw a bird.
Maybe that's just me because I'm going full on in. Oh shit, you saw a bird. What that bird you see? Mm-hmm. That might be something wrong with me.
We do that shit in Discord every day. We talk every day on Discord, and a lot of times it just starts from sharing something or somebody saying something, and just the willingness to engage is really all you need. And it sounds so simple, but a lot of men just don't. I don't think it's anything we all struggle with because we're in a space that we crave socialization. So I know, like for me, it seems so crazy that people don't. It don't even feel like work. What most of the time is happening, and it is also hard to believe that a lot of these women who are saying this too aren't getting that. Just like if I show you a goofy video, you're not willing to like engage with it, or if I just say a phrase or showed you this thing I watched, you wouldn't be willing to engage with it. But that's what's happening a lot of times. Like,
right.
That's the bid for connection. Now I don't think that's a romantic thing. I think that's just like if you're curious about somebody. But a lot of people do not do that. And it's the weirdest thing. I don't know, but I do know it happens a lot. And it's something about the being in a relationship, maybe long term, that or after fights and after bruises, like this lady is talking about, it's too hard to be that relaxed, to be open to it after a while, because literally it'll be the same. I'm showing you this video, like, hey, look at this video, and he just stale face.
Right. You just said I wasn't shit. Like 17 hours
right.
ago.
Like, stale face. People like, do you think that was funny? What you think? It's like, and that's it. Like, that's what's happening. You know? So sometimes it's just that willingness. Like I think sometimes people in relationships gaslight and pretend they don't know what the fuck people are talking about. It's like you know how to
I
do this. You do it with other people. You know how to. You know what I'm saying. You know how to do what I'm saying. I see you do it all the time. You just don't want to do it with me.
yeah, and I hear both of y'all. I'm responding to both of y'all because I'm not sure where my language is losing it. So what I'm talking about is in general. So when it comes to what Yella's saying, like there is going to be small talk. It's not only going to be small talk. I'm talking very generalistic. So it's not there's going to be trauma dumping. It's not only going to be trauma dumping. So what I'm saying is in the breadth of human experience, the general bid that you come to me with cannot be today's weather. If and that may be a me temperament thing. That may just be me. I need you to start with medium. Medium would be, hey, even if you wanted to introduce with the weather, man, something I care about, like my partner, I got caught in the rain. I almost lost my something. Well, now you've introduced something above just the weather. You've introduced you and the weather's impact on you. So you skip the first layer of just, hey, the weather. Oh, you see that storm? I can't do that. So anybody that's with me would have to know that about me, that in general, even if you want to start with something mundane, you have to introduce something more than just that mundane thing. Because if I'm going to be with you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20,000 years, you can't come to me with, I saw a cloud shaped like a peanut 50,000 times. I can't do that. So I think it's okay to ask people to elevate their bids past superficial. For me, that seems like a fair ask. I'm not asking you to like recount the Sistine Chapel's intricacies. I'm not asking for that. I'm just saying to tailor your bid towards my inclinations. I think that is a part of the curiosity that is a part of connection. Oh, you care enough about me to tailor your bids because again, I don't even share things with people that I don't think they'll be interested in. Because we all come across a myriad of things. So if you're like bombarding people with things they don't care about, to me that shows a lack of care. For me, that's how I take it. If you're constantly throwing things at me that it's obvious that I would not care about, you've never seen me discuss, you've never seen me talk about. If after 5 years you keep asking me, do I want to go get sushi? You've never seen me. I tell everybody I don't like seafood. Eventually, I'm going to think you don't care. And that's where I'm coming at with the tailored bids for affection, attention. That should be a part of an adult's repertoire. That I have gotten curious enough about you to learn enough about you. So I'm not showing you videos that you think are stupid. Now I'm running the risk. You just may not be in the mood today. Or this one just may not land on you that day. But I kind of know your sense of humor. Some people we know have dark humor. Some people we know have dry humor. Some people we know like stand up. Some people we know want to see the robots kick a kid in the stomach. But I know that about you because I've been curious and observed and learned stuff. That's what I'm asking for, which I don't think is outlandish, but maybe it is. So I clarify it with that. And then Bree said something I want to respond to, but I got lost in that one. So I'm with you, Yella. Yeah, I'm with you, Yella. There should be like the storms and all that other stuff, but it can't be every day. Can't be that. And I'm talking about in general, over the course of time. Everything can't be I saw a bird. You're an adult. I would expect that you saw a bird. So then I'm going to say, well, what's special about that bird? Because we can't go to the mundane. We got to go above the mundane. It needs to be a vulture. I saw a vulture. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Where? Out back? Oh, that's crazy. Like there must be something dead over here. Like go above the mundane, and I think that's fair because we're about 40. Y'all about 40. I'm in my 40s, heading towards 50. I need you to go past. I saw a worm. I need you. That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's kind of baked into. I don't reclassify that as not small talk. I still think that's small talk. I think small talk with a complete stranger versus somebody you know is different. Like, whoa, look at the weather today. That's a stranger. But I still do count that Wait, but I do still count that stuff like those examples you gave as a step up
Mhm.
as small talk, right? You said medium talk. So that's why I think what you're saying was baked into like my understanding of like
Okay.
those bids. So I don't disagree at all. I think that's the same. Because like a lot of times the small talk, yes, to small talk to somebody you know is should be a little bit. It's usually going
Yeah.
to be a little bit more catered to what you know that they're doing. But I still think, conversation starters, just like little random shit that doesn't really mean anything. I feel like that when I say small talk, that's still all in the realm of it. It'll just be more
I hear you.
catered to the person. So I agree with you.
Yeah. But I just know people, no matter how long I've known them, how's the weather? Like they'll go to the most superficial, I don't know
Yeah.
this person, bus stop.
Some people aren't good conversationalists.
Yeah.
So yeah, they probably have less tools about how to strike up a conversation.
Yeah. But there's also less, there are people that actually genuinely have less curiosity and will never learn you because that's not an important thing for them to do. Like some, like, so I do side with, like,
Yeah.
there are women who will feel the need to do the bird test
Yeah. Because
because
they don't
some
know.
people will never care enough about you to learn some of that stuff. So I'm like, it's like all this stuff for me it's all bi-directional. There's responsibility on both sides.
How to distinguish those with less curiosity with less tools. I think that when you're with someone a long period of time, even if they don't have the tools, I think it does change. Like I've observed couples who struggle with it more, and then some don't, like outside of even my own relationship. And I've seen the woman like kind of cater to, okay, he likes this and he likes that. So I'll try to strike up a conversation with things that he likes, but then
Mhm.
says, well, it's not genuine, something you're interested in. You're just trying to strike up a conversation with stuff that you don't
Right.
like, but you don't really actually starting
God.
with you. You're not actually able to engage with me on a level that actually is stimulating about the thing.
So now there's no win.
Exactly. I mean, I'm just saying. So remember that these dynamics, sometimes it's not as cut. When you're talking about a couple who's struggling with connecting via talking, it's usually a mix of these things. It's not like
Yeah.
it's usually a mix of, well, how to be authentic so that I can engage with you authentically and to the point that's stimulating. But then, like, you know what I mean? Or you also navigate your partner's mood. Dang, you look real tired. So maybe I'll just do a like pretty vague opener, like, how was your day? Like, and trying to see how onto that. So there is a lot, I think, of unspoken communication too that makes with the relationship specifically makes it a little
Mhm.
harder to just like it's not like Discord. That's what I'm saying. I think most people have the skill, but for some reason in relationships, that dynamic sometimes creates unnecessary barriers to just receiving it as what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
And then I could see stuff like, uh, would you love me if I was a worm or the bird test. To be fair to the ladies, I can see that as a thing they are it's like a last not a last resort. But it's a goddamn. I come to this dude all the time with just random stuff that I like. And he's just, oh, okay, what you want this time? Okay, what's the point? Okay. All right. And it's like, well shit, I just kind of wanted to be like I wanted to test your curiosity. And I think that's kind of what we're talking about. Like women be hella curious, especially about what you're thinking.
Mhm. Even when you think of nothing,
And when you're thinking nothing.
and nothing's an answer.
So what is
That's why
that?
you gotta
And this
you
me,
gotta
I'd be
keep
like,
something ready
nothing.
though.
I'd be like,
You
what did
gotta
it feel like?
you gotta keep something ready though. You gotta keep something ready. I always got a thought playing somewhere. It's just always on, like a TV in the room. It's just like the TV in the front room. That's just always on. During the day, it don't matter. You just turn it on, and then you'll go
Just got it.
somewhere else. Hmm.
But if they're really curious, like even if you say nothing, I'll be like, what that feel like?
It feels like
Right.
nothing.
But I can't relate. So like that's and he's saying I'm curious. If you say nothing, I'm gonna be like, what does that feel like? I can't relate.
I'm gonna say it feels like nothing. It feels like
How does that feel
emptiness.
though? Like in your body?
It feels like release. Like if
Like
every
a
part of your
shit?
body released. Now, not just a shit, because that's just an anal release, like
Like a
a
seizure.
bowel release. But imagine, like, from your bones, everything released outward.
See, and now we got a whole conversation.
There you go.
See, there you go. Just being willing to engage with curiosity. But a lot of people can't get past it. It's like, what do you want? What's the point? Why are you messing with me?
Nothing feels like emptiness.
See, now the trick is you also can't come to me while I'm like 2 minutes in the fourth quarter on 2K.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So like,
and I think that is
yeah,
reasonable. Like,
situational
you're
time.
aware of the
Right.
situation. Don't be
And
trying to check it up.
I promise, boy, for those who this is where I'm gonna go ahead and lead the ladies and go back to the guys, because for those who talking about they got emotional awareness and emotional intelligence, y'all situational awareness be terrible, boy. You don't hear me in here screaming at this game. You know? I know Bree can't relate on that one because she know what Game of Rage sound like, right.
Yeah.
So she's like I had a dumbass question, but it sounded like sound like he in there still.
Headphones on and you see the game on the screen. Assume I'm not trying to talk to your ass right now.
I'm like,
I would say like there's two like caveats to that, because one, I do know people who will use that moment to see how important they are. Like it's a litmus test. Am I more important than the game? Yeah.
You gonna lose.
Yeah. They won't say that, but that's what they're gauging. But then there's also people that will hide behind the activity to avoid their partner too. Like I'm always going to be busy. I'm always going to be watching the show.
12-hour gaming session, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen both sides of that.
And you didn't did the mandatory go in there and squeeze a booty cheek.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gonna check in. Yeah.
Just come out with that one headphone off. You all right?
You good?
Somebody jump in his raid.
The only time you laugh out is when you want to ask about what's for dinner. Or something like that. Come on,
are you hungry? You want something off DoorDash?
But also, if you want game 12 hours, don't come in here and touch my booty. I'm a foot. Don't. I know what you're doing. I'm coming here with that little head. When I'm cooking. No, nigga, I ain't seen you in 10 hours. Go fuck you. Shit and die. This is not enough. This is not a substitute for connecting with me. This just means you know that you've been on this fucking game too long.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't definitely. Like you do that like every 3 hours. If you're gonna do the whole game,
okay,
you gotta go in there.
Pissing me off. No, just leave me alone. Just be ready.
Give her about 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, fellas, I'll be back. What's going on, babe? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? When you go get your drink, like every time you go refresh your drink, you go check on her.
No, because you really came out here for snacks. Leave me alone.
I mean,
this is what I found has worked. It's from the receiving end.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, man. We've been on here for a while. I'll be back on at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go check on the lady. I'm gonna go hang. I'll be back at 5. He might do that around, give himself 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then hearing it, I'd be like, I ain't trying to do. You can go back on your game. It's all right. I'm good. You go keep playing. That should be working too. Damn, I be falling for it. You gotta cut out 2 hours. But also, if I have something I need you to do, it like gives us a little space. So you gotta take a little siesta.
Mm-hmm. That's dope. Good stuff.
Yeah, we're sure of it. So actionable information would be something like, honey, there's something very important to me that if you did this for me, it would make this kind of difference in my life. And what it is this, and what it looks like are these 3 steps. Mm-hmm. And when I need...
Get out of here with that. You are not getting that kind of level of direct information. Nope.
I was with her to about the 3 steps. Because most people don't even know what they want.
For real. Nope. Mm-mm. You are not getting that kind of thought on the fly.
How can I make you feel seen? I don't know. See me.
Yeah. Right. I'm looking at you. Right.
That don't work. Rejected.
Yeah, that way. That's unrealistic.
You had right. You was with us. Right.
These are the same people who can't even get to the point, and you think they're gonna have a 3-pronged system about?
Yeah. You got a full skeleton outline. Like
You might
with
as well tell me. You might as well tell us to bring a PowerPoint. Tell them to bring a PowerPoint.
Nope. Because I'm gonna tell you what that's going to signal. If you do come with that, is you've been thinking about this for weeks and you prepared the layers to know step. I'm like, oh my god, this is so serious. Like the weight that because she put this much forethought into it, that means I've got to put a whole bunch of, I guess, post thought onto, like, afterthought. I've got to be on this because she's been thinking about this for weeks. Like, Jesus Christ, to lay it out that thorough? Nah, that ain't happening in real time. And if they do, that means they took time.
Most men gonna be scared.
Yeah.
One step away from an ultimatum.
Like, oh my God, she wants me to build the Sistine Chapel. Like, she wants me to build the Basilica. Like, oh my God.
That sounds like a Gotham City villain ransom.
Yeah, it's gonna look like this and da da da. I'm like, oh my God, it's the art.
I don't think, but this is supposed to be for the people who are the leaders. I just don't feel like they'll receive that well. Not that direct. I don't necessarily think they'll receive, depending on the type. I can't see them like, this is what I need. This is what you're gonna do. Like, I just feel like it's gonna come off that way.
Yeah, for that type. Yeah, for that the type you're thinking about, Bree, like that I'm the leader. That's
yeah.
You gonna come tell me what to do and what it's gonna look like
and how it's gonna look. I don't know. Maybe it's a black thing.
I haven't even decided if you are gonna get this thing yet. Like, we don't even know if you're gonna get what you didn't even ask. You just told me. That's the first problem.
Yeah, I feel like there will be a book back to it where it's silent protest because of the audacity to come with your.
So why would I do all that?
Yeah, or they'll say and they ain't gonna do it because you ain't gonna tell me what to do.
That's crazy.
I don't see that going over well.
Yeah, that was a little extra.
That is the day before my period's going to start.
Oh, right, yes.
If you're willing to give that to me, is there anything you need from me for you to do that? Mm-hmm. Now, most women, when they say that, they're hoping a man will say nothing. I don't know anything. I got it. Nothing. Oh, no, something. Most natural thing that drives women nuts. They want the man of the house to take out the trash.
Here we go.
It's stinky. It's gross. Sometimes it's.
This is the one that really annoyed me, but let's go.
It's heavy. And besides, we did all the work to put what's in the trash. And men are really willing to take out the trash. 100% of them, when asked, what do you need to take out the trash? Tell me when you want me to. Ugh. My husband's an idiot. I have to tell him when to take out the trash. He can't tell when the trash needs to be taken out. Ugh. That's what we think. Like, Jesus, if I have to tell you when to take it out, I might as well take it out.
So can I be a bit of a voice in the community now?
Uh-huh.
First of all, you're not going to take it out. And if you do, you're going to do it with bad attitude. You're going to mess something up because you're there huffing and puffing and you're going to rip the bag because you're mad. So don't even do it. Just wait till I do it. Even if it's long.
That is, baby, we got other problems. If I got to tell you, you wouldn't take the trash out. Bitch, when it's full.
Right. I don't know. I hear about that.
Or if you got trash valet and they come at 7, take the shit out, put it outside.
I hear about that so often about the trash. It's like it's the biggest deal in a lot of these things. I have a hard time believing that many dudes are having problems with the trash. Like, it's really hard to believe, but I believe it because it's repeated so much. But I also don't want to believe it.
Yeah, because
like,
it's
what is
one
the
job
trash on the floor around the bin? I just can't imagine that is like that for these married people with kids. Like, there's this trash spilling out everywhere. I just can't.
It's hard to imagine how bad it is. Like, it's hard to imagine that these people can't have a conversation. But it happens.
Man,
It'd be bad.
I can see it getting full, and you pull the bag out and sit it beside and tie it up, and you put a new bag.
You pull that bag out and hit you with it on the way out the door.
I wish a nigga hit me with a trash bag. It's not trash in it. That's like spitting on me. You spit on me. I wish.
She dead. I say I would survive.
Ooh,
and I also literally just don't care.
I have 2 bags.
I don't care enough.
Yeah.
Unless we got a problem with rodents or something or bugs.
Yeah. And see, that's what. Okay, and that's probably what's mine too. I grew up super poor, so pests were a thing. So you couldn't be too loose with the trash.
Yeah. That's kind of how it is. Like especially like sometimes older houses leave a little piece of food out, boy, overnight.
And you can't even leave the bag sitting outside the can because and you can't leave it sit on the porch because it bring raccoons or squirrels and they be digging
So
through the bag.
sometimes they be that.
Oh, can't do it. All right, I might just be differently tuned with the trash thing. I just can't. Oh, I hate it.
Some people may say, why do I have to? Like, he's a grown man. If he can put on his socks the right way, if he can get himself to work the right way and do the job, how come he can't do this job?
Taking out the trash means you wrap it up. You wrap up the bag. You check the bottom before you drip it across the floor.
Nope. Nope. This is where you're wrong, Allison. You take the bag and let it drip. You leave a trail all the way out to the dumpster, wherever you have to take it. Then you just come clean it up. You put down a Lysol wipe.
Yeah, because if it's dripping, it's dripping. Because you're gonna have to clean the trash can anyway. You're gonna have to clean something.
Yeah.
Then you cuss everybody out for throwing liquid in the trash can. That's really what's going on.
There you go.
Stop throwing liquid in the trash can.
Yeah. Put the lids on the bottles. Don't pour out the cups before you put them in here.
Right.
And if it's a can, just try to shake it out.
Just run real fast out there.
Yep. Let that thing drip. Unless you got carpet. Now carpet's a problem. Don't take you shouldn't take trash off carpet.
Take the whole trash can. If it's dripping,
take it out to the porch. Take trash can out to the porch. You need to be
rinsed off it anyway.
Yep. Exactly.
You take it out to where it's going to go out to the street, and then you come back and you put a new bag in. And if you need to cinch it up so that it fits tightly around the edges, you do that. And then you close the cupboard that holds the trash.
This all seems very simple.
It seems like one thing, taking out the trash. No, to a man, that is not one thing. When taking out the trash is you pull it out and you take it out. And you leave.
And you do anything else. I can't. That's the part that I couldn't understand. I'm like, no, it's all part of one task.
She's saying she must. Are they slow? Are they slow? Because she's talking like these kindergartners. Now, that's a speech I had to give my 7-year-old.
I've never heard that from the manosphere. Because the manosphere, the men pride themselves taking on trash. They don't do dishes. Now, I firmly remember several conversations.
They don't do nothing.
Dishes is women's work. Woman's work.
The cupboard open.
So it's just the way that they see things. So for us, we see it as one thing, but for them, they see it as like 20 different things, but you have to spell out the 20 different things?
Yeah, because they took the trash out. They're on to the next thing they're focused on.
I swear to God. No.
That's taking the trash out, though.
If you spell out to me that I need to open a cabinet and I need to
close it back and put the bag in it.
Don't ever insult me like that in my life. Don't ever.
Damn. That's like the first job boys get.
Learn. Exactly.
You find this man.
That part I can't accept.
Baby.
If that's something he never done before. Yeah, that's something he never done before, like the laundry. He's never done his laundry before ever. For some reason. I can understand the first couple times going through this.
I can see this with like a 90. If y'all got married at 18, right out the mama house, and maybe he didn't do chores. Maybe you might have to, because some parents don't make people. Okay.
Yeah. That's why dad was around. Dad always did the trash. I never touched
it. Right. Exactly. Okay. But like, girl, how old are we?
Yeah.
Maybe she talking about a real young man. I'm just gonna assume she's talking about a young man.
I just never want to assume that because she's gray haired and the other lady's got to be.
That's what I'm like.
I never want to assume that we talking about somebody so young today. Yeah, like even Nova. I know, like Nova's young and he's in this.
No, you know how to take trash out. You
know how to take trash out, don't you? No, you don't take trash out.
They got courses in college to teach kids how to take care of their dorm and stuff.
Yeah. I just can't imagine being told how to take out the trash. I
baby, if I got to do that, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Yeah, trash can better be so mechanical that I wouldn't be able to figure it out.
It's gonna be real hard on other fronts if I got to do it to that level.
Yeah, that's bad.
I tell you, close the cupboard.
Mm-hmm. Was it open when you walked into?
Well, you don't tell. You can't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing.
I'm still the leader.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Done. So once you've told them and they've been trained in these specific things, then you can rely on them.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Damn.
Here we go.
give it to me,
Whew.
girl. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
She said no. Y'all ain't gonna
And
follow us?
rely on them. Once you told them,
Oh,
Yeah, they're coming back.
I'm finna say. She just said no.
I just skip the
No.
ads. The ads get me.
Okay.
and they've been trained in these specific things,
Yes.
then you can rely on them.
No.
Oh,
No.
oh,
Oh gosh. Okay. Here we go.
give it to me, girl.
You can get on our website. It's called Feels Like Love, Looks Like Math.
Oh,
Yes. And it starts with, yeah.
I like the name.
Yeah. Well, and I'm really literal. So it starts with people writing down what are the things that when people do that feels like love to them.
Yeah.
And then I walk them through why. It's not likely to happen even one time.
Oh wow.
And if it happens one time, it's less likely to happen again. And it's almost impossible for it to become reliable.
Oh.
And because the math doesn't add up.
Oh.
So imagine you write down what feels like love. The thing that has the whole thing go haywire is the belief that it'll happen if I believe I deserve it.
Now that is a problem. Like, that's
So
a
we
mental,
think
emotional
that things
problem.
that aren't happening.
That should not be a problem with the trash though. Like that should. This concept
Hopefully,
should not.
you taking out the trash does not make you feel love, because that is sad.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully, that's not even on that list that she's talking
Yeah.
about.
It's just a chore that he probably
Right.
doesn't
I
support
really
and
hope
doesn't
that's
want
not.
to do.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
hope that you don't equate love to chores, because that's
Yeah,
going to
please.
not end well for you.
If you love me, the bin would be empty. Every time I look, it would be a fresh bag, smelling like lemons.
Right.
That'd be bad.
Are either because we think we don't deserve it, so we don't attract it, we don't let it happen. We believe that. Or the other person doesn't agree that I deserve it.
Oh.
So the things we're sure we deserve, honey, after everything I do, I deserve for you to take out the trash.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
If
Now that I can see that, I can see that logic. I can see that logic. It wouldn't be a thought per se,
Yeah.
like a direct
punchy
thought.
thing, but you.
It would just be like, I do so much, I shouldn't have to ask you to blah blah blah.
Yeah. They deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
he says, you're right, you do deserve that. Now we think it's a done deal.
Yeah. I feel seen. He understands. He's going to do it. Amazing.
We agree? Yeah. No. If a man
That's terrible.
believes you deserve something that he can't provide for you,
He can provide the trash. Like this. Oh god, this shouldn't even be a part of the conversation.
I'm trying to.
The general
Now she
principle.
said she taught the man for 35 years now.
The general principle, I agree with. It should not be applying to the trash. I can't provide for
I
you.
talk to
taking out the trash.
men.
She has, and I believe it. The way I've heard women talk, I believe that this is a problem. But it's like I can't believe. I refuse to accept that this is a problem. That dudes just, I can't take out the trash. I need to be instructed.
then it's dishonorable. So we think a man doing the right thing, if he's mad at you, he'll save you, right? Even if he loves you, he may not marry you because he knows he can't give you what you need.
Which is
And
trash.
that would be dishonorable of him to do that.
This is the part that blew me.
Which
out.
then
What are
leads
we talking
into
about?
this huge problem, how men decide what a woman needs.
Because I don't know a dude that talks in honor codes anymore. I haven't
Maybe
heard
they
it.
feel it. Maybe it's just like a really low, like deep level thing of like it's not honorable. Because he's just saying he could love you but not marry you because he feel like he can't live up to what you would deserve if you were married. I
Now,
feel like
okay.
I've heard guys say that. So like
Now that-
honorable might be a
That yes,
word
I'm
she's
still
using.
attaching it to trash though. That's my thing.
Oh.
I'm still
no.
because it's all stems from the trash.
No, I think
Like
she's
so, all the concepts she's saying I can accept in theory, but when it gets attached to the trash is where I can't follow that. I can't give you what you need. I can't marry you because I can't take out the trash. Yeah, that's where it stemmed from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think she. He's like, we still talk about. I don't think we're talking about trash anymore.
We think how they should decide what we need is by what we tell them what we need.
Right. Makes sense.
Doesn't that make sense?
Makes perfect sense to me.
But only if what you tell them you need, you actually demonstrate your commitment to it.
Oh, say more. Can you give me an example?
A classic. Honey, I'm exhausted. Will you take over, put the kids to bed? And so I can go to bed early. Sure. Okay, you got it. Now he thinks she's exhausted. What does a man do when he's exhausted?
What? Yeah.
So he thinks she's just going to go upstairs and go to sleep. Why is she washing the dishes?
Oh.
Why is she putting cream on her face? Why is she cleaning the bathroom instead of brushing her teeth? Why is she reading? What? She said she was exhausted. Why isn't she asleep by now? Exhausted must not mean the same thing to her as it means to me.
don't.
She gonna doom scroll for an hour until she passed out.
And man, who doesn't take out the trash, have trash juice poured in their shoes without them knowing it, and when they put their foot in the shoes, their feet will kill it. Jesus Christ, that's terrorism. Ugh.
You being a terrorist too.
I mean, that's true. I mean, that's chemical warfare to leave people trash. Like, ain't that what jumped off the plague? Like all the
I thought it was
bacteria and stuff
Nosferatu.
Listen,
Trying to get that little girl.
yeah, don't. If you can't keep the lid on it, it's got to go out. If you can't have a lid covering it, it's got to go. When the lid no longer fits, it must have quit.
Because he doesn't know, with as busy as our brains are, from the diffuse awareness that estrogen creates. I call it the sleep slide. It takes about an hour. It takes about an hour. Put things away, tidy things up, do the routine, play spider solitaire so my brain actually shuts down. But I have to shut down a very complex system to fall asleep. And on top.
All right, Bree, Naya in the chat. What's the routine and how long is it?
Yeah, I say about an hour. Usually doom scrolling. I'll do my bedtime routine an hour, depending on how long the previous stuff take. Doom scrolling. Do the rest. I usually fall asleep doom scrolling unless I'm just like complete. Like if I had a crazy day and I get home like super late, I might, but I still usually have to slide into it.
Nah, that's them doing the Zoom.
That's them doing the Zoom. Yeah.
That's the way they edited it.
Yeah. So yeah, usually about an hour.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I just be like, when King come lay down and he like go to sleep like 2 minutes later, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, that's funny. Like I can tell when I'm sleepy. Like, I can tell when I'm sleepy. I know when I can sleep immediately, and I know when I'm probably about to waste my time laying there. But I don't have a process that will, like, an hour will get me to sleep. It's either I know I can sleep immediately, or I'm never going to sleep, and I may as well get up and do something productive. Like I don't have that.
It'd be irritating me. He just get in the bed and go to sleep.
That's me. I can sleep. Yeah,
I'm like, that's so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Showing off. And then be sleep too.
Yeah, that's weird.
If the kids like come in, you know, your shit just gone. Must be nice.
Now, which one you say was weird, Yella? Being able to go to sleep immediately?
Mm-hmm.
So you got your routine? What's your how long is your routine like?
So if I only, like, I know when I'll be tired, like probably, like I sleep so bad, I fell asleep in the chair, but by the time I go lay down, I can't get back to sleep. So I put on Forged in Fire. every night, and I'm typically asleep by the time the second round starts.
Okay.
It's wild, but yeah. So like now it's messed up because now when I watch episodes, I'll be having to force myself to stay woke because by the time that part comes, I'll be ready to go to bed.
Because you got the Pavlovian training.
Mm-hmm.
Bedtime.
Mm-hmm.
Bedtime. Dang. Let's go. I like it. Now, Naya, when you do what? You said I do it until I get tired, but you didn't say what you do. Like, what does that mean?
But that what men don't know is women also have to feel physically safe. So we can't fall asleep anywhere. We got to make sure, okay, the door's closed, the doors are locked. I've got, okay, I'm all safe and secure. Okay, now I can be out of control for the next however many hours. Men don't worry about being physically safe. It's not on their radar.
What the hell are you talking
I
about?
learned this one.
Yeah, I'm shocked about that. But I'm gonna come back to the safety thing. I'm gonna come back to the safety thing because he said some interesting stuff about that. I'm gonna bring up separately. So we're gonna come back to the safety.
I was leading a course, and the man said, "Yeah, so I was going to visit my grandma, and I was early, so I pulled up in front of a convenience store and opened the windows and took a nap." You never do that, ever. Never.
Yeah, that's also that's a cultural thing. I'll put it like that. That's also a cultural thing. It wouldn't be part of our culture to be able to just take a nap in front of a convenience store. Would not happen. I forgot to do
Friend, this
this.
is a white ass story.
Yeah, that's something we can do. Because we do worry about safety. So that's definitely We're getting attacked by cracker rappers.
I don't know how tired I am.
Yeah, I took this on. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn.
Okay. Do you think it's possible for you to pull up in a gas station, park in front of the gas station, and go to sleep?
Yeah, I can do that, and then I'm gonna wake up to the police tapping on the window.
Okay, I don't know. I could.
Sir?
I would never. I could never feel comfortable.
Sir.
Right, you can go to jail.
Because it's either the police, a beggar, or a robber. I'm not. I ain't gonna be able to sleep there.
Or the gas station ain't gonna be a BB. Everybody, wake up, buddy. You know, pay the gas, buddy. You can't sleep here. Get down.
Yeah, that's fair. That's crazy. The freedom of just being able to pull up somewhere and sleep and not be in a costume.
I'm gonna learn to take a nap on my couch. I practice.
Oh wow.
I practice lying on my couch. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap. I can take it. No. I mean, anybody who does computers, like, it's.
And Bria and Naya, let me ask you that. Like, does that sound true to your experience? What? Like she said, she had to practice taking a nap on her couch. Is that?
Oh no, baby, I'm gonna take a nap.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a nap. Now I ain't gonna be left alone.
And tell herself I'm safe.
Well, I'm not gonna be left alone because everything that's needed is I'm gonna be woke up.
Okay.
Like I can fall asleep. I'm not gonna stay asleep because somebody beady eyes. They either gonna stare at me till my eyes open. They're gonna wake me up for some random shit that could have waited.
Too accessible if you're taking a nap on the couch.
I've had my eyelids peeled open just to ask me if I'm taking a nap.
Let's go.
Taking a nap?
I like you.
Not anymore? Yeah. So, I'm not safe in that way, but I'm not concerned that I can't. Now, in public, I can't. I would never take a nap.
Yeah.
Like even at an airport or something. I don't think I could.
Mm. Yeah. I got you.
The macro program, cycling. Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe? Am I safe now? Am I safe now? Am I safe now? Am I safe now? And what we're terrified of is being hurt. We're terrified
At
of
the
pain.
house with your husband?
Physical pain,
That's
emotional.
why it blew my mind. That's why I actually had the timestamp for the safety thing separately because I got to come back to this because this
Take
sounds
some
psychotic.
Lexapro.
Yeah, I'm like, if y'all, oh my god,
At the house, hey, okay. So is this? She don't believe in the provider protector because
can't.
you had to tell them to close the cupboard. So I mean, I don't fault her.
Fair.
The same man don't reassure her that she can take a fucking nap.
That's
on the
rational.
couch.
That's rational.
I mean, I got to tell you step by step how to do the trash, baby. I mean, yeah.
And you get
Somebody
up,
walk
throughout
up in
the
this
night,
bitch.
everybody breathing. My Lord Jesus Christ! Every night, or just like occasionally?
Until a certain age, you usually sometimes do.
Yeah, it's weird.
I still do it if the urge hit me. And
No,
sometimes
it's like
they sick, I just
occasionally.
wake up in the middle of the
Yeah.
night.
Like if you wake up with like a panic or you had a bad dream or feeling, I get it. But it's like if it's like from age birth to age 18, I'm doing nightly rounds. Like that would be weird.
Yeah.
If I wake up in the middle of the night, I usually do nightly rounds. If I wake up, everybody alive while I'm up.
And how do you make sure everybody's alive if everybody's asleep? So what do? Are you sitting there watching the chest? Are you
You watch their chest,
finger under their nose?
up to their nose.
Jesus Christ, you want to disturb people's sleep because you disturbed.
They don't wake up because they're not like me. They don't wake up when people presents come in the room. It's only me apparently. Apparently, I only got that load out. I guess, but they not on mommy duty. I mean, I just when my kids cross the threshold of my bedroom, my eyes pop open, and if they don't, my eyeballs getting peeled open. So I think my body should learn to wake up when they come to the room.
Yeah,
hubby don't hear nothing.
That's crazy. Yes, they sleep in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no bills, no worries.
Right.
They got a guard. I mean, they got somebody walking the halls, making sure everybody all right. Why would they need?
Right, warden is walking the halls and shit. nurse breathe.
Yeah,
Man, she used to nightly rounds.
Right.
Man, she
Yeah,
used to do nightly rounds.
I do rounds on my kids, even during the day.
Mhm.
All right, P, you look crazy. Tired, dehydrated.
Y'all nuts.
All right, lunchtime, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, y'all ain't had in a while. Your blood sugar low, you shaking.
Mm-hmm. See, it would be different, girl. See, with nephew, it was just cool because I just knew like what time. I just had hit time. Okay, it's about time we eat because
Yeah,
I know we've been too long without food. It's time to throw something in there. That was cool. We'll never no shaking or nothing like that.
you know these little gamer kids be locked in,
Yeah, man.
being a sweat. Forgot to eat. So I'm shaking. There ain't nothing all day.
Yeah,
Right.
the shakes was when he discovered energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the jitters. You know what I'm saying?
No. See, no.
I'm like, nah. You gotta flush and feel fluids.
You gotta eat
Yeah,
something.
fluids.
When the last time you poop? I don't know. Maybe that's a mom thing. I just be like, when the last time you poop?
Yeah,
I don't know.
fluids.
They don't
Real.
have privacy.
It's real.
That's
Poop
all.
yesterday? Go on, take that mirror like when you took the song. Like, I don't know. I just feel like husbands don't do that. Men don't do that.
Nah, again, y'all just be doing the most. Y'all hyper vigilant, which is it's useful. There's utility to it, not demonization, y'all. It's useful. Definitely useful.
Nice. That's why when he say, "I'm thinking about nothing," what do you mean? You're not thinking about anything. You're not thinking about how our kids could just die one day. It's crazy.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Now the stress of having to keep little humans alive, it would be
They
wild.
could just be in there dead right now. We should go to it.
If that's the case, man, we might as well just keep them on our laps.
I mean, I don't know. That's what part of the issue is. Like when you say you're not thinking about nothing, I'm like, that can't be true. You're a provider protector. You really not thinking about nothing?
Yeah, you can't think about it all the time. You'll burn out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when let me give my interpretation of like when guys kind of say when they thinking about nothing. All right.
Let's go.
So think about like a toy chest. Right? Just imagine all the toys is dumped out on the floor. But they all around the toy chest. There's nothing in the toy chest. Right? So it's not like there's just nothing. There's just nothing in the chest right now. There could be something. I could just easily put something in the chest right now. Like I probably could.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
Because I've taken everything out. I dumped it
That
all
makes
out.
sense. So then it's around.
Right. The thoughts are around. They're nearby. But nothing's in the chest. Nothing's in it. Because I dumped it all out. I thought all the thoughts for right now, and they're all played with and thought. So now they're just there. So nothing's there. It's empty. But there's stuff there. Stuff around.
I think my problem is as soon as somebody asks me what I'm thinking about, I can think about something. So I never have that. I'm sure I
It
have
triggers
moments
a thought.
yeah, like I'm sure I have moments where I'm not really like thinking about things. But if somebody's like, "What are you thinking about?" I was thinking about how AI is going to kill the planet. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. I just
Thinking about the
never
lifespan of tangerine peel.
right. Just like that one time I
Right.
saw that bug trying to cross the street. I wonder if he ever made it. I don't know.
I wonder if he ever made it.
I just like always have a thought. I don't know.
No, I get you. Sometimes though, every now and then.
Or
there
if
be
somebody's
thoughts.
walking up to me saying, "What are you thinking?" they probably want to engage in a thought. At least. So
Mhm.
I feel like also my brain just automatically comes up with the thought to engage with.
Yes, now that's possible too, because she does go on to talk about the nature of women to not like disappoint or anger people. So you might have a responsiveness to, oh, somebody's requesting a thought, so let me manufacture a thought to fulfill the request.
I'll be low key looking for these people pleasers you talking about. Maybe they just don't exist in my circle
They may not.
or like in my like region.
Now I will tell you though, Yella, people pleasers are not people pleasers to everybody. Not all people pleasers are 100% people pleasers.
Right. That's what I'll be looking for. Like what I'm saying. That's
People pleasers are selfish, actually.
Mm-hmm.
right. That's what I was thinking. Cause I hear y'all say that, and it does seem like it's I'm people pleasing to everybody.
Yeah, it's not. I've the way I've experienced people pleasers, they have selective people who they are trying to impress upon that they value that person's opinion of them, and that's who they people please. But they don't
I
people please.
don't even see that.
Oh, I
My
definitely see it.
experience of them is that their own thoughts about what they would want and how they would want someone to respond to a situation is the most important thing. Because a lot of times the thing that they're doing is not necessarily anything anybody asked them to do. So they have nothing. They're going off their own thoughts anyway. Usually, most of the time, a people pleaser isn't doing something that somebody told them to do. They're just doing something that they would want somebody to do
Mm-hmm.
if they were on the other side. So that's why
That
I say
too.
they're really usually like super self-absorbed in their own thoughts.
Yeah,
Because
that's the
you ask a
closest
people
you'll
pleaser to
get.
do something and they will not do that shit. They'll just
That's
do
the
what they
closest you'll
want.
get to
Right.
100% people pleaser. Is that what Bree's talking about?
Yeah. So don't think of it as a person who is just like, I don't know. I don't use people pleaser as a positive term. Like they're not.
Yeah, no,
They're not like I care about people and I want to do what you ask of me. That's
yeah.
not.
I agree with Bree. But I know two varieties. There's the people pleaser who goes out of their way to do things, but they're doing it like Bree said, selfishly for either admiration or to try to win reciprocity. I've known those people. But then there's the people pleasers who will overextend themselves to honor every request, suggestion, or need, even if the person didn't ask them directly. That somebody just with, man, I'm just hungry today. They're going to find a way to feed that person. And again, they're typically the same thing. They want to be the good person. They want to be useful. Like there's something that it gives them. But I've known both of those people, the responsive type and I don't know what to call it, the proactive type. But yeah, I've known both of those. But a lot of times they have people that they absolutely are almost disrespectful to. Those same people that they will never do anything for. And you can't even ask. I've seen it's so crazy. It is so crazy. And a lot of times it's their kids. The worst, that's what I really hate about some of the people pleasers I know. The people they will not respond to, will not cater to, will not indulge, will be their own children. But they'll be out for
Ooh, I almost threw my mouse. I'm sorry. Ooh, I
yeah.
almost threw my mouse.
I don't know what
fuck
that's
them
about.
kids. They will use all their energy to please the person who they center. More
Yeah.
often than not, there's a person they center, and that's who all of the energy to get the validation from comes from.
Yeah. Or a group of people like
Everybody
all
else
the
can
first
pick rocks.
ladies.
Yeah, it's always a central thing. They're orbiting the people pleasing around. It's not everybody. It be fuck them kids.
Mm-hmm. All the ones I know are like that. The kids get it the worst, and they'll be out there performing up a storm. Like the community thinks they're the best person in the world. Oh, we love so and so. Oh my, that's your mother. Oh, that's your father. Oh my gosh, they're at home. They're terror. They're terror. Holy terror. Yeah, I know the people.
Or just super, usually are grossly negligent.
Mm-hmm.
Just grossly negligent in everything else besides the thing they center.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's not there's like they're not even a thought like to be terror. Like they're just you don't fucking exist. It's like negligent.
Yeah. And then I know one other type of people pleaser, but I wouldn't even call her a people pleaser. She's in church, but I feel like she has like a very helper-ish energy, but she's not doing it to please anybody. She's doing it because she thinks it's the right thing to do. And if she doesn't get thanked for it, she does not have any resentment. Like she is honestly doing it from an
altruistic. God.
Yeah,
he don't answer anyway. So
she's altruistic, but she's altruistic where she chooses. And if it's something she would resent, if she's not getting thanked for kudos, she won't do it. So for me, like she's the fairest people pleaser I know, because she does a lot of things people love and they rely on her for, but she only does it when she's not. She's taking care of people who are not her family members, like going to the hospital daily or changing bed stuffs. Like she will go out of her way for people, but it's the people she chooses, and that's you can't ask if she don't want to do it. She's not doing it. So she's the one I respect most. If she's the closest to a people pleaser that I would say, because she be going out of her way.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I think altruistic people are really they separate because they are selfless. It's not about other people. So I think that's the difference. Altruism is like it's a moral thing or a spiritual thing.
That's why I said I wouldn't really call her people pleaser, but you get the same vibe from her because people are pleased by how much.
Yeah, it's like the Taylor Swift song where she says her narcissism covered as altruism.
I like that.
Something like that.
I would have never known. I definitely wouldn't have heard that lyric before.
To some extent, it's basically what she's saying. Her narcissism comes in the form of pretending to be altruistic, but it's really about her own ego. So
I like that. That's dope. I might have to start listening to some Taylor Swift. Okay, Tay. What song is that, by the way? Do you know?
It's the song. She's like, "I'm the problem. It's me." So I don't know if that's the name of the song, but. She calls it Anti-Hero. I think the song is Anti-Hero.
Found it. I'll check that out later. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, 2 more minutes on this.
Pain, mental pain, spiritual pain. Please don't hurt me.
I want to ask about this safety
things like they raise their voice. Oh, I'm going to be hurt. You raise your voice, you raise your hand. I'm going to be hurt. It doesn't even ever have happened in our lifetime. We don't even have to have ever seen it happen. It's right there. Ancestral memory. I'm going to be hurt. And they don't know because to men, a man raising his voice, it's nothing. It means nothing.
And again, I feel like this is cultural. Because in my environment, if a dude's raising his voice, you pay attention. It may mean nothing.
I thought she meant like amongst men, like if a guy read, but I'm like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, okay, I'm about to say, I'm about to say.
It doesn't mean nothing.
Not raising their voice. You should be.
It may mean nothing, but you need to figure that out.
Right. They should be having a conversation loudly. Yeah. But if a man is raising his voice in aggression, I feel like even men be like, "Hey, you good?"
Yeah, we listen. That's what we listen for. Okay, is this somebody excited? It's about they just having a bad day. Is this they about to turn up? Like
NJ be yelling. I can see.
Yeah, we investigate. But I know that's probably cultural. Cultural class or something, you know what I'm saying? That's something else. There ain't no way.
To us, it has all these implications. So, the source of diminishing men is fear and or frustration. We're afraid or we're frustrated that we can't get what we need. So we attack. We attack, and we, for example, we try to get what we need from a man the way you would get it from a woman. How you get it from a woman is you criticize her for not already doing it.
Oh, that's such a hard pill to swallow, but it's true.
Yes.
Oh, you struck me there, Gov. Wow.
Yeah, why didn't you? Why don't you? What were you thinking?
Oh.
Yeah. Women, because we're the smaller and weaker sex, we're afraid of upsetting people. We hate for people to be upset. I mean, as herd animals, we're sure we're going to be ostracized. For sure, we're going to lose status.
Oh, wow.
The most important woman doesn't like me. Oh no. So all these consequences to not pleasing someone, upsetting them, don't upset them, don't upset them. So when someone basically said, you have failed to please me, we're all over it. Even if we're pissed about it. Even if we think they're the most demanding, hideous, right? The devil wears Prada. We're still busting our ass to please. Mm-hmm. And we expect men to be the same way.
Oh, got it. So women criticize each other. So when someone criticizes you, you're like, okay, I better get better at this. So we think by criticizing the guy, he's going to respond in the same way, but he doesn't.
Right.
How does he normally respond then? If he doesn't.
So, Brie, do you feel like that is true? And if so, could we get you to comply with what we want by criticizing y'all? Would that work from a man, or is that only within women culture? And is that even true?
I think women do criticize each other, but on the other side of how we talk, there has to be a certain buy-in for you to criticize someone. Because you can't just go up to a random woman and criticize her like she might beat your ass. Like she's not gonna listen to you anyway. So like because of the way our friendships are, we share so much and we're so like, typically, yeah. I think if you are close enough and you know me and I can trust that you know how I move, my intentions, I'll talk to you about my emotions. Yeah, you can generally criticize me and I'll take it. So yeah, I do think that that's true of female relationships, just because of how we connect. So would that necessarily be true? Not necessarily. Like if a man just came to me and just started criticizing me, I'm like, fuck you. I'm not gonna listen to it. So yeah, it works, but you can't ignore how female friendships are built.
Got you.
So yeah,
everything that comes on the front end of earning that
right power to criticize someone is important.
Okay, I can respect that. Now, y'all remember the part where she was talking about safety? Men don't think about safety, she said. And women are constantly thinking about safety, even before they can.
That was some bullshit.
I thought that was crazy. And I'm like,
yeah, I think men are thinking about safety. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so for me, I felt like that was possibly cultural. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, and then also they could be like white. She was talking about white men. So I'm like, yeah, they might feel comfortable all the time. That's probably true. Yeah. They probably never feel threatened for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my thought. That's why I was like, that's probably a cultural thing right there. But then she said this, and it made me rethink everything she said about the safety. I'm like, wait a minute. So let's get to that, and this will be the last part, and we can get up out of here. Keep y'all all there, nothing like that. Appreciate you for popping by, Yella, man.
No, you good. I didn't get to show my little stat clip. I want to get Yella brain about it too.
Okay, let's go.
You're gonna be familiar with it, but we'll finish this now.
This is about 6 or 7 minutes of this when she's talking about this part. I thought it was interesting.
Got nothing to do. I'm good.
Okay.
Obviously, I gotta go to work later, but y'all got me to about.
Got about 30 minutes.
2:45 Central. 2:45 Central. Another 45.
So it's 3:45.
Oh, yeah.
Right, cool.
50. 45, 50.
All right, cool.
35 years.
Yes.
What's the most recent thing you found out about men that completely shocked you that's taken you 35 years to learn?
You sure?
Yes.
I put a date, August 7th. Start letting the King's Code come through. Which to let these things come through is like to be just sucked in, do you know? And then
that means let him lead.
This sentence. Just like what if men are responding to women? What if no one's misbehaving, including you? What if there's a good reason for that? What if people only do what's important enough to rise to the list, top of the list? All these great questions. And this wasn't a question. I don't even remember where I was at the time. It so rattled me. It just came down into the top of my head. The ever presence of death. What? Men live with the ever presence of death. Now, 34 and a half years in, this last August, I thought I'd like mapped all the constellations in the sky of men, right? Maybe not every little star, but all the major everythings. And this thing, like, I'd had no inkling of it. And then I was like, I don't know anything about this. I got to head back in. It took 17 years of research to know I could write the Queen's Code and that everything in it was be validated. And I was like, well, I got to head back in. Universe, I need you to send me men. I don't interact with gobs of men anymore more the way I used to. You got to send me men. Oh boy, does the universe respond. No. And since September, I have brought this up in virtually every interview with a man, the ever presence of death.
And do they agree?
It's so far beyond agreeing as to be unthinkable.
That's a
Like
Jordan
it
Peterson
took
response
me
right there.
from
I love
August
that.
to December, I finally decided to talk to Dan about it. My beloved. I was sitting there, he was sitting here. I said, I want to tell you the thing I've been looking into. Okay. The ever presence of death. He says, yeah, it's sitting right here.
Oh.
Every man, they just nod.
And it doesn't matter what age they are.
No, there's a young man in Romania doing an interview with him. He goes, yeah, just about every night before I go to sleep, I think I could have died today.
Oh, God.
Or I think I might die tomorrow. And you said I could swear.
Yes, where
Now, real quick, man, because this blew my mind. And I want to ask y'all this question, like, because that, like, first of all, I don't understand how you could talk to and study men for like 17 or whatever, and not understand how men's relationship with death. It just feels like it's on the surface. I didn't think it was buried or hidden or anything. And she knew. She kind of reminds me of a Timu Esther.
Hold on one second.
Oh,
Fester Earl.
Wow, you dirty. You dirty. Don't be playing her. No, Allison, she's been around, but she's slowly blowing up. I mean, she gets the kind of like the pick me male identified label because she kind of speaks on behalf of what men need and stuff like that. So the women don't respond well to it.
Right.
Yeah. I know Bree said 1 second, but I wanted to ask her about that. So Yella, let me ask you that question. And you said so true. So true to what, Nova? So let me ask you, do you constantly have the presence of death? Is that something that's constantly on your mind? How quickly or how close death could be, would be, might be? That's something. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Nova?
Sure, yeah, dude.
I had a pretty safe life, but definitely okay, cool. I thought I just assumed that was I thought that was just a widely understood and known thing. Like the whole guys are risky, they're daredevils, like they're they all the risky behaviors that men are associated with. I thought the presence of death was just they throw it back for nonsense. Like I just assumed.
I don't think that I would have made that conclusion that way. I do think that it will be like a push, not something y'all think about.
That's interesting.
I think it's something like obviously, but that wouldn't be the conclusion I make based off how men move. But then when I think about men constantly being in survival mode, I guess it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like y'all never feel like y'all are kind of out of it, no matter what.
Yeah,
that would probably be okay. That makes sense.
So then the second thing is, I didn't understand how she and other people wouldn't think that we were thinking like that, because my mind is y'all have to be thinking like that because you're always worried about your safety. If you're always worried about your safety and you're going up and down to make sure everybody's breathing and you got to make sure everybody's alive and make sure everybody's eating, Are you not also thinking about that?
Yeah, I think we think about it, but that's why we're surprised y'all think about it. Because I think we think about it in the sense that I'm smaller and I can be easily killed by a man at any point. So we don't necessarily assume that y'all have that same line of reasoning.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird thing. It's a weird thing that women do. It's like they assume that men, like, we take our safety for granted.
Yeah. Well, they're
Well,
all
she was
monsters,
saying
so
that
they wouldn't
men
think about
don't.
these things.
She just said though that the men feel safe. So I mean, I
Yeah,
think that was
they
a
don't think.
cultural thing. They don't think
Yeah,
about it. So
they don't think
that's
about
why I
their
think
safety.
for her, I could see why she would be surprised. I don't think I'd be surprised by a black man saying either one of those. Like I always think about my safety, and I have a close. That's not shocking to hear black men say, but I
Yeah.
can see how her is shocking because these same men generally don't feel unsafe
Right.
walking around. But then they think about
Mhm.
death all the time. So it's like,
Yeah. No, you're right. It would it that her concoction, it would make more sense to be shocked because people that don't fear for their safety, why would you be thinking about that? So that is there's something to investigate there.
Because the whole idea of not fearing for their safety might be a little skewed because they ain't walk around with pepper spray and because there's not like this imminent, like, looming thing of like assault
Hmm.
that can happen to a man on a regular basis. Like, I don't even think it's a cultural thing. Like, I can understand why black men feel that way, but I've also heard plenty of, you see white men walking around with guns all the time.
yeah, they do. Yeah, they generally feel unsafe. Yeah, which is why
Right.
it's also weird that they would say they feel safe because I'm
But
like, I
okay,
don't see them moving that way.
but here's the thing though.
But that's an assumption. But see, she never said that men say they feel safe. That was just an assumption she put on it. She's
No,
like,
I thought
men
she
don't
was
worry
saying
about
in
their
her
safety.
studies, like
Mm-mm.
she was saying she found that because she was talking about how the women move, and she was saying they generally feel because she was like, I'm have to practice taking a nap, tell myself I'm safe. That's not necessarily something she found in her studies that they're like constantly thinking about.
Yeah.
Right.
So
See,
that's what she was saying. So I'm just, but
yeah,
I
I think she got. I think she got to that conclusion in comparison to how women feel about their safety. Because I don't think too many men would tell you that they don't fear for their safety, especially in 2026.
I would disagree. I think culturally there is a projection, like especially like if you think about the conservative right, the people who are constantly buying guns, they buy those guns to feel safe. So once they have those, they start to feel prepared. They get false confidence that I can handle
I
something.
see.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? So the feeling they may not be safe, but they do things to give themselves the feeling of safety.
And then
Whereas
they know the
us,
system gonna help them. Like and then if that don't work,
yeah,
I know the system on my side, so I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah. So I know a lot of those people. They're doing those things to feel safe and they carry them to feel safe, but behind that is you must not feel safe to do these things to feel.
Right.
I'm saying like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's like a
I get.
distance.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's basically like a reassurance, right? I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like that feeling lies there, but like you're saying, it might not be a outward. There's things for like black men that would trump just having that extra weapon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even having that weapon still make you feel unsafe.
Yeah, because now you might get shot just for having it. So now you
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I
you
get
might
caught with it, the cops and
get caught with it. Now you
they,
might get shot. So
I
Right.
know his video. Let me pull out my wallet real quick. He put that video was still. I swear. To God.
so yeah, like that's why I was like, I don't doubt that that's not the reality for black men. But, I can see white men, like you said, once they have the gun, they're so convinced
Mm-hmm.
the system works that like, oh, I'm good now.
Yep.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
I'm armed.
Now,
Take care of any threat. I've gone to the gun range twice this month.
I heard some things that were concerning, but I want to make sure you get through your security part first.
All right, that was pretty much the question I had. Like the ever present of death. Like okay, that's the last question. Like for the women, like if y'all constantly worried about safety, but Bree answered the question. Are you not also worried about that? She's like, yeah, we are, but we didn't think you guys were. So that she answered the question. So yeah, that was pretty much my question. I thought it was almost like contradictory. Men
It
don't think
was.
about their safety, but they're constantly thinking about death, and women are always thinking about their safety. But the implication of her thinking this meant to me like they must not be thinking about that. So it's like I'm confused. But y'all gave me some good logical reasoning with that. I was solid. But Brie, like he said, well, I'm thinking about it, so I think you're not because we're thinking about it, and you're men, so why would you be thinking about it?
Right.
What's up?
Because y'all don't care as much as we do. I think it's one of those things. Y'all don't care as much as we do. So why would you?
It's multiple things in there. We're scared of y'all, so why are y'all scared?
Or yeah,
Right,
like you just
one of
would have a better shot at it. You know what I mean? It's like if somebody just come take.
Why you scared of me and you a man?
Right.
You got
the same reason you is because nigga, we dangerous.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like the same, but it's you always think about odds. It's like at least you got to fucking fight the chance. Then on the sides of them, shit. It's a wrap.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't.
But then there are guns, so
yeah, exactly. I don't have a fighting chance because anybody sees me thinks I got a fighting chance with me. They go if I get approached, it's because they know they can win.
Oh yeah, well, and that's why I definitely would never say that. It's not shocking to me for black men, so that's why I still think it's a cultural thing. It's not shocking to me at all that black men would just generally walk around feeling that they're under threat all the time. I don't. That's just not shocking to me. But once again, I'm just gonna have to chalk that up to culture.
If you come at me crazy, I know you got a gun. I'm like, oh.
But also, it's just you existing, being bigger than someone else can make them feel like they need to protect themselves against you.
Yeah.
And you don't even have to have nothing. So, to me, it's just not a stretch.
Because I swear I didn't heard that from people I know. Man, if I ever got into it with you, I'm just gonna shoot your big ass.
Right.
See? Yeah.
You walking too close to some white lady on the sidewalk, they might decide you a problem that day.
I immediately call him a bitch. I'm like, you a bitch.
So yeah, I don't know. That's not crazy to me, but I can understand why it's shocking for her.
Yeah, it makes some sense. But there was some good stuff in this 2-hour talk, and there was some stuff that made me go, I kind of went mostly over the stuff that made me go, But she had some really good insights on me. Like some of the stuff I could tell is culturally irrelevant for me. But I'm about to say I'm turning to my grandmother. My grandmother said everybody's name at one time. Yella, you said there was something that you heard that was concerning. What was that?
So she mentioned that she found out this information about how men feel about the looming, like the overhanging, like idea of death, right?
Like last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's crazy.
So what I noticed is that
her death is looming.
That's just. I mean, she's 930. That's close enough.
She's just not getting it.
But I wish you could run it. I wish you could run it back a little bit, because when she said something about like what her response to the revelation was. Because she was like, I need to go back.
Oh yeah, she had to go back to the lab.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to the lab.
Now, 34 and a half years in, this last August, I thought I'd like mapped all the constellations.
I knew everything there was.
I thought I knew everything else. Yeah, come on, yeah.
I got y'all figured out.
I thought I had them niggas figured out.
Guy of men, right? Maybe not every little star, but all the major everythings.
Yep, I got all the big points. The little shit don't matter. That little shit don't matter. I got all the major points on there. 35 years in of me just asking random questions of one of the things that I wanted to know. I figured them out.
Yeah. You gotta love that confidence though. The confidence of a man.
I'd had no inkling of it. And then I was like, I don't know anything about this. I gotta head back in. It took 17 years of research to know I could write the Queen's Code and that everything in it was be validated. And I was like, well, I got to head back in. Universe, I need you to send me men. I don't interact with gobs of men anymore more the way I used to. You got to send me men. Oh boy, does the universe respond. No. And since September, I have brought this up in virtually every interview with a man. The
All right, now
ever-presence of
pause.
death.
And do they?
Now, this is important. Listen to the timeline of order of who and when she brings this up to. She said she started last September.
It ain't been long because this actually was done in March. So this it only had 6 months at the time.
All right, now listen. Go ahead. Go ahead, finish playing.
It's so far beyond agreeing as to be unthinkable. Like, it took me from August to December, I finally decided to talk to Dan about it. My beloved. I was sitting there, he was sitting here. I said, I want to tell you the thing I've been looking into. Okay. The ever presence of death. He says, yeah, it's sitting right here.
Oh,
Every man, they just nod.
and it doesn't matter what age they are.
No, there's a young man in Romania doing an interview with him. He goes, yeah, just about every night before I go to sleep, I think I could have died today.
Oh God.
Or
All
I
right,
think
pause it.
I might die tomorrow.
the false face. Jesus Christ, Lisa.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So
So
notice that she said she had this revelation in August. That she found out this revelation in August. Let me go ahead and light up.
First she said September. That was the first thing.
September.
So put me on something. First she said September. Then when she get a time frame, she said August to December. I was like, okay.
See, she started exploring the idea with other with interviewers in August. I mean in September. She said she came to the revelation in August. And then she started sharing it with the people that she interviewed in September. She started bringing it up to people, right?
Okay. All right.
Now, it took her all the way to December to actually ask the man who sits across from her every day.
Okay.
Was that 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
Before she got around to bringing that up to the man who she sits across from every day. And let me show you how my brain works. I don't trust her.
Hey.
Because I don't think that this is a situation where you want to actually learn men to be empathetic. We just fucking lab rats to her.
Well, yeah. Oh. When we go to that part?
No, hold on, just let me cook before you reassure what I'm saying.
Oh, you is cooking, bro.
Hey, let me cook.
Ooh,
So you show me my evidence because I didn't see this. I haven't seen this, and I haven't watched much of her talk.
You cook while I go look.
Right, you go get the plates. You go get the plates in the cups. Let me cook. The idea is that it felt like we lab rats to her. Like we just things to study. Cause she ain't going to the source. She got a man in life. Hold on real quick, y'all.
Yeah, buddy. Let me see.
All right. But yeah, it's like we lab rats. We're the bacteria on the petri dish that she get to peek into the microscope to look at. We're the rats in the maze.
We both live at the same time?
Nah, he said hold on, and then I said hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just got back.
And you just got right here.
I had to go make kiddo a plate.
But dude, I'm like, that's why you like, oh my God, God, send me more men so I can get more information so I can fill my quota. So my research could look better.
True, Yella, but I do respect that level of curiosity more than someone. She don't give a fuck. She just curious. I think
Curiosity
she's.
take you a long way.
I think she more disappointed that she didn't know instead of how we feel. Type shit.
Yeah.
Because
The
she
ego.
wasn't. Right. It's her ego. Yeah. She wasn't surprised that we feel that way. She was surprised that she never thought about that. She was surprised that, oh my God, in 35 years, I never came across, I never thought it became about her.
Yeah, I can see that because I immediately. Now it's possible. That's a good possibility because I immediately assumed the tears was like, how have I let the men suffer like this and I didn't know it? Like super empathy.
Yeah,
Empathy
like
19.
she's made it her mission, and she like missed this huge thing.
But it could also be embarrassment of I thought I was so smart. Like both of those, it could be shame for either reason, like either side of the coin. That's an interesting thought that I wouldn't have considered. So good call out. Yeah, it's quite possible. Yeah, it's interesting. That is interesting. That is interesting.
Because why is it? Because if you gave one fuck, the first person she'd have brought it to was the man that sit across from her. If it mattered to her.
Is that not the first person she brought it to?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
but that goes back to what Bree said when we were talking about the small talking and stuff like the bids for attention. Like Bree said, like sometimes certain dynamics people don't feel comfortable.
Like, here she go.
Yeah.
Here she go.
Bringing
She
up
got
this.
a new thought she
So
gonna
how?
run over.
So how you
I'm
feel
telling you, your
about?
spouse sometimes do not be that person. I don't know why people. We need to let that shit go. Let the romanticism of what it means to have a power partner and spouse and what they're gonna be for you. Because oftentimes it's not that person.
Yeah.
I ain't
Because even
gonna.
Deloney said his wife is checked out on his
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
People
not
not
that
coming
they're
to his
not that
stuff.
person. That's not a realistic. I hate to say it, it's not a realistic view. They're oftentimes not gonna be that person.
That's wild.
Yeah, he might not like to hear it because he don't want to feel like he probed. Or a lot of times people respond that way. If you're an expert in something or that's your field of
Man, also,
expertise, they
yeah.
don't want to engage. They don't want to engage with you on that because they know that that's your thing, and like sometimes they can't tell you nothing about it, so they don't. I mean, I think there's really valid reasons why your partner, who you have to spend every day with, will choose not to engage in something like that. What's the reality of it?
Yeah. That's right. But I feel you, yo. I'm gonna tell you what gave me pause was the fact that she hadn't picked that up or perceived that. And like that feels like there's a blind spot that's glaring for you to have dealt with me and studied me for 17 years and didn't. For me, that's so on the surface of who men
Mm-hmm.
are. Like whole Judge Joe Brown, throw away your life for everybody, kids, women, bubble gum, just throw it away. Like
Mm-hmm.
throw your life away for everything, protect everything for anything. Kool-Aid is blue, kill yourself. Like that's it feels so on the surface to be like the ever presence of death. Oh, that's a revelation. It's like how are you blind to that? Now Breeze, what she articulated made perfect sense. But for somebody that studied men for 17 years, it's a hard one. That's a hard one to swallow. I mean, for me, that feels like if a dude say I studied women for 17 years and I didn't know about their PMS cycle causing them to
I mean,
have.
I've recently heard some stuff that like women have articulated that men are just like, what? Like it's just like we just be like, it's so like you just like sometimes on TikTok and you be like, it's such a normal thing for us. We don't even think it's something worth mentioning.
I mean, but somebody that
And
studied women. That's my
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Right. If you enlighten the average, right,
yeah, but I just
enlighten
do
the
wonder,
average
like,
woman. No.
yeah, but I do wonder if it's come up, but because it wasn't that language, like I don't know. To me, I understand it as the revelation of what she's been seeing is this thing.
Yeah.
She didn't notice it, or she didn't give that language, that necessary language to it. Because even honestly, with her saying it, I'm like, that don't fucking mean shit to me. I don't even know what she's. I still don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Those words put together in that string doesn't actually mean anything to me. It'd probably be more impactful for a man to like articulate. So I can also see that being a thing of like a woman, the way a woman is saying it makes it sound so like deeply profound when it's really a simple thing, like a simple I have to be this, therefore, why wouldn't I think about this? Like, I feel like it's very, very simple and straightforward. Like, as far as why men have that ever presence of death or whatever she's talking about. I feel like it's very, like, if I were to hear a man talk about why is that way, I'd probably be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. But she's making it sound like this whole thing. I'm like, I don't know. It just feels very abstract when she talks about it. And I don't think it's an abstract concept, which is probably why it took her so long to realize.
That's possible. It reminds me of something. There we go. My computer's moving super slow for some reason, but it reminds me of this right here.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B.
She's like, what? What do you mean? Like, what is this? She's like abstracting it. It's like, I mean, yeah.
I'll be right back. I can refresh.
Different feel, but in man, sometimes the biggest revelation, it comes from it feels like that. It's like this basic thing about manhood. I have to be willing to provide, put my life on the line at any moment. Why would the idea of death be very present for me?
Right.
At any moment.
Right.
Like, I'm literally supposed to believe that if a woman's getting robbed at the gas station, I should jump in and help her.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't the idea of death be very present for me? Even on a regular Tuesday. Like, I feel like it's so simple. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I kind of agree with her. Like, why haven't you thought about this? But I feel like she's very much so abstracting it in a way that's like,
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It feels so superficial. I can see her.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be abstracted.
Yeah.
Oh, like, yeah, sitting here, right? We don't need all that. Just be like, I'm a man. I might have to die at any moment. So,
yeah.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
If a man busts in here right now.
And maybe that's it. It's so baked into what women's culture is, like that a man might have to die for any number of reasons that it's not even thought. It's like the water. Like, if somebody busts in here, the dude should die. If
and it's crazy.
You should walk on the outside to die. Like, die.
I don't think we realize a lot of the things are like, I'm gonna die. Like, I don't think we just like, oh, that's so. A lot of romance is like, I will
say that shit. Please say it again.
I will die.
And that's what I mean by the
I will die for you.
There's empathy, but I don't think that there's that thought that that's the situation that you put him in. You required that level of, like, the people in our lives implement that feeling a lot of times. Not even just us.
That's romance.
Right.
Like the romance at its core is basically like, I will die for you in a lot of ways. Literally, or my will, or my desires, or my everything I was doing before you doesn't exist anymore.
Just love becoming the duty, like usurping duty.
Yep. To these bars right now. Fuck romance.
Just fucking disgusting. That's why they be killing me when they be talking about they empathetic. No, you not. Because you don't even get what requires being with you half the time. Or like what you even ask to just be like simple basic shit. And it's just like, now I gotta go back to the lab. I hope all your studies fail. I hope Neil deGrasse Tyson be your peer review one day and just give you the whole Terrence Howard treatment.
Okay, well, can I bring my clip up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question. It's probably gonna wrap around to this in some way. I know Yella will find it.
Let's go.
Find it. All right, I'm gonna play this. Y'all seen it? I'm sure both of y'all have seen it, but I'll play this 30 seconds. It's probably all we can play on YouTube, and it's also a YouTube video. So if they strike you, I'm gonna cuss everybody out.
Why do you do this, Mr.
Well, I like to do it. I enjoy it.
Well, I don't. You don't have to humiliate him. Well, I don't say that you have to enjoy it. Kill them swiftly if you have to, but do it. Embrace what you are. You are a killer, Louis. Why do you do this?
We don't want to see the Brad Pitt version.
Let's go.
So in that clip, What is triggering Louis? And I'm asking in your opinion, because there's no clear answer, obviously, I think.
So having seen the series and understanding the dynamic, Lestat was just happy. Lestat was enjoying himself. Lestat
Oh,
was
I heard
enjoying
some Louis
himself.
smoke behind it. Oh, I heard that smoke.
I'm just saying, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. That's where that's where I got to implement a little misogyny, misandry.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've always felt like he was the lady in the relationship.
Okay. And Rashawn, what do you think he was triggered by?
It's that false. Oh my god. I don't know what it's like. Preening Peacock. It's like he's got a false sense of honor that he's trying to uphold because he refused to accept that he's a monster. So he's still trying to be humane, which is gone. That ship is sailed.
It's like not even
It's
possible.
Gone. It's like the nice guy. He's still trying to be a nice guy, and Lestat's like, you don't care if I'm kind because what I'm doing is unkind. You don't really care if I'm kind. You want me to be nice about it. You want me to put on a bib, and it's like that's not what we're doing here. So if you want to go over there and pretend like you're a nice person, cool. But I don't ask you to do what I'm doing. So like he's the performative sake. Louis trying to still be performative for something that doesn't apply, and Lestat is calling him out on that.
All right, because this was the scene I used to explain the title of the stream. We had like a little side conversation about it, and I said, and I don't necessarily think it's a gender. I never think anything is really gender, but for the sake of argument, let's say, like, yeah, maybe it's gendered. Are men triggered by women's joy? And I do think a lot of times that is the experience when you're the extra party. Whether you whoever that is in the relationship, I'm more like it's a dynamic thing. But sometimes when you're the deemed extra party, this is how it feels.
Yeah.
The other person is not excusing themselves from it, nor engaging with it. They're just around to quietly judge you enjoying it.
Yep.
And that's kind of like how sometimes it feels when you're like in your joy or doing your extra shit.
You're not humble enough.
I'm not just left to my joy where you're like, that's great for you. I love that for you. It's like, no, I want to be around you just so I can shame you about your joy. And your joy is pissing me off. But I'm also not gonna partake in it.
Fucking haters.
So it definitely be given that. We'd be out here tra-la-laing around. It's just like, look at you doing the most, it's giving Louis. So just saying that's where the title was just came from, because we didn't talk about it, but that's kind of like the idea. Men be triggered.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Louis. We did talk about men getting triggered by it. Yeah.
We did talk about it a little bit, but we didn't get to play the clip. And I was like, that clip explains the title.
Nah, I totally agree. And I there is something. This is where I've come to, and I don't know if it's age or whatever. Everything has a way where it looks good and where it looks bad, and I think probably also where it looks neutral. There is a version of wanting to be in somebody's presence, but actually needing to tell them that they're doing too much. Like there is an actual too much. Like if you go, I want to be around you. We want to go have a family day at SeaWorld. But then you have the baby strapped to you and you're twerking. Like there is a too much. The look of it looks inappropriate. It looks like you're doing too much. That's socially, there's a societal and a social realm where it is cool to tell somebody you're going above the level of celebratory indulgence that is expected here. You know what I'm saying? Like there is room for that. So it's like I just don't know where it goes from correcting. Like it's like I told Mr. He said no. I was like, you can't hold people accountable that you don't have a relationship with. But there's also just I'm complaining about it, which is also valid. Like me
Right.
complaining or me correcting, like there's different realms where this is acceptable, where it's unacceptable, or where it's neutral. And it's hard now to tell because the person twerking in SeaWorld was twerking to the Yin Yang twins, which makes it appropriate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're twerking to SeaWorld with the baby, makes no sense.
Well, they playing
Twerking to
Yin
the
Yang
Yin Yang
Twins.
twins, they're trying to have a summer concert series
Yeah, you playing Whistle While You
at
Twerk.
SeaWorld. Exactly. So then it makes sense to twerk. So it's like,
Yeah.
depending on which context or which lens you're looking through determines whether somebody's doing too much, just enough, or not enough. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's tough because now people are approaching everything from too many layers of perception. Like right now, I was watching the says realistic vibes the other day. They were talking about are men gossiping, and it depends on which lens you're looking through. If you're talking about, because like I did the Jason Wilson response when I responded to him
Yeah.
when I shared y'all the comments, it's like, well, if you're talking about men gossiping and real men wouldn't have time to gossip, but you're sitting here talking about these men who have time to gossip, wouldn't that just be gossiping? Like, so when does it become right and wrong? And it's really hard to tell in a general sense because now we're losing the sense of like common knowledge or common sense is that's not common anymore. So we have to look at relationships. What relationship do I have with you where I can put this rule on you? And if I don't have one, I'm just complaining.
Yeah, nobody's even agreed to whatever system you trying to hold them to. It's like, man, just being annoying. And I think that's the difference. Like, that's really the difference.
Louis had nothing to hold over the stat. A lot of times, like if I'm the dude, if it's not my money, if it's not my money and we're not in a deficit of the house, you having 50,000 soaps, 30 shampoos doesn't really apply to me. Unless me and you have agreed that we want to be fiscally responsible, in which case I think Allison said something about that. I can only hold you to, like, I can only believe you as far as you've shown investment. Like, you can say anything, but what have you shown a commitment to?
Right. And I also don't make commitments with people who show me otherwise. So it's like, you ain't going to be like, oh, I'm just not going to buy anything. I met you with 50 soaps. I'm not even trying to have that fight with you. So, you know, that's kind of.
You meant to stop putting a fist to a preacher.
Like, that's what I'm saying. This man don't do nothing chill. So it's like, now you annoyed. So that's my whole thing. Like, I just think sometimes with the whole, like, people, I don't know if it's this thing of wanting to capture somebody. There's some part of that you like.
Yeah. Some kind of control.
Be more that way, or it's a control thing, or like I want to conquer it, or if it's just like, oh, I wish I could be more like that, but maybe not understanding what it takes to be that person on a daily basis. So then when you excited, right, you're like, oh, I hate this. Yeah, that's why you're not like this. You don't like what it requires to be this. And
that blue ivy, hey. But there is something right there. You said something that clicked with Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people, it's not even about you. It's about what you're doing, how uncomfortable it makes them feel about not being able to do what you do.
Yeah,
I don't feel comfortable being as free as you. So I don't want you to be free to remind me how free I could be if I wasn't stuck in my own prison. So sometimes people are resentful.
Or you saw that power. And you saw that powerless that had, and you wanted it.
Either way,
but you didn't realize and you didn't realize what it takes to live in that every day.
Yeah.
And now you over here self-loathing and eating rats and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And now you even more mad because you like, damn, I got the power and I'm still not over here doing like you said. I'm still not here.
Nah, some people they try to do it like don't drink in front of the recovering drunk. Some people try to wield that like that. Like I have a feeling and I need you to keep me from feeling a way about that by not performing this behavior because that behavior makes me feel this way. So you can't behave this way because it makes me feel. And so they control.
Yeah. And you shouldn't want to because you're with me and we should, you know. And that goes into that whole Esther. If we're gonna have friends, we should do it together or we should do this. And then they started putting more control on you so you don't do the thing. Mm-hmm. So I just thought it was a perfect vision of women's joy.
Nah, that was appropriate. Last thing before Yella dips up out, because he did put a call out. It was perfect. Listen to this real quick, Yella.
You studied men for
What is going on? Oh, okay. I thought Yella disputed.
No, it was
5 years, but just 6 months into your research, you were actually told to just stop castrating them. So what on earth are we women doing that we don't realize that is totally emasculating men?
I'd been studying men for 6 months and unknowingly was using everything I was learning against them. I'd become more manipulative, even more strategic than normal. And and oh my gosh. And I could diminish them more effectively because I knew what was important to them. So I hit them where it hurt, which I thought, of course, was my job. We have to keep these people under control, or there will be burping and farting and sperm everywhere. They're beasts. We've got to cage them. We've got to keep them on a leash, and certainly don't feed them a lot of energy and love and admiration and appreciation. Don't have them full of themselves. That's a dangerous thing, a man who's full of himself, or so I thought. So Ellen came along, and she actually used this C word, castrating. Allison, she really said this. It was on the phone. She said, Allison, men are attracted to you like bees to honey. And when you're done with them, it's as if they've been with a vampire. Like, little old me? And then she went through and she named all the times she had seen me do it, or seen a man afterwards, like he'd just been around me and now he was a fraction of himself. And she described all the things she saw me do. And as she described them, I listened like I did job evaluations, and I listened like I was being commended. Oh, yeah, like, oh, that was a good one. Yeah, that was, I remember that. Oh, yeah, that stopped him in his tracks. That took all the wind out of his sails. Yeah, that worked really well. What kind of thing were you doing?
Yeah, she's a little bit the same, but I was like, Yella, spot on with that one, boy. She was out here learning to cut men down. She was.
That's why her husband said nope. That's probably why he don't talk to her about it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that do make sense.
That's great. Great rocker. You're getting it out of me.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh.
A mess.
Hot mess. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all taking that ride with me, man. I think we should go ahead and end it here. Y'all want to get your last words in for you slide out? Because you said right about this time.
Hey man, let them women be happy, man. Then if it ain't messing with you, or if it ain't nothing that's gonna like throw off the pH balance of society, then just let them be, man. So, except for that clocking shit, we gotta get rid of that by next year. That's gotta be gone, and she gonna do it anyway.
You the birthday.
I'm glad that one ain't. It's kind of staying contained in the like TikTok. I haven't seen that everywhere. The birthday. Right. I ain't heard people in real life say it either. So I'm
You're the birthday.
Yeah.
You know we always coming up with new shit.
Yeah, y'all keep that over there. Nope. Yeah, y'all keep that bullshit over there. But nah, this is dope. Appreciate y'all. I guess I'll keep my eyes open for stream plans.
No, I got one. Thursday. So you said you're off Thursday. I got something to set you off. That'll be fun.
Great. Yeah, I would love to be pissed off on a random Thursday. I ain't got nothing. I won't be thinking about nothing.
I can't wait.
Whatever.
I'll make sure nothing's there. All right, y'all. Peace.
See you at the work, player.
Bye.
All right, Bree. You want to get your last words and last final thoughts?
Yeah, don't be a hater your whole life. Be curious. A lot of times we just downplay what we can do. We be trying to pull the men's in. They don't want to be pulled in, but then they want to be pulled in. So,
Yeah.
you know, stay outside, but you ain't the leader then.
Ooh.
You're not the leader. Let's just leave that behind. We just need to leave that behind in 2026. You're not the leader. It's all right. It's okay. I think me having to give step-by-step instructions about how to take out the trash disqualifies you from leadership. Forever. And I think we need to be able to say that. It's okay. I'll take care of you.
Who is this again?
Get you a nice collar. So that's it.
No, I agree. There are some deficiencies that men are exhibiting at scale. Completely comfortable saying that. It should
I
not
just
be
feel
said.
like if you don't even touch your
Okay, yeah.
sphincter when you wash your ass, you can't tell me what to do. How do you know you really cleaning it? If you're not that close to where you could graze it, you might not graze it because you got a washcloth. But if you're not deep enough to really clean the cracks and crevices of your anal sphincter, you can't tell me what to do. If I
I
can take a
disagree.
wet wipe, swipe it from the bottom of from your ball sack up to where the crack ends, and it's white when it come out. If I
From the
can't do
gooch.
that, if I
From the
can't do
gooch.
that, you can't tell me what to do from the gooch up. If it don't come out right, you can't tell me what to do. And I'm gonna
I
do it right
disagree.
off a shower too. Come out the shower with the brown white. You can't do it. I'm sorry, you can't tell me what to do. You just can't. You don't know anything. You can't even control your ass booty crumbs. Can't even control your booty crumbs. Can't control it.
That might not be something he cares too much about. But maybe
Exactly.
he's really
You don't care about blue particles.
but he cares a lot about the efficacy of the household
Do
and how
you?
it's run.
You don't care about the efficacy of your asshole. You're gonna tell me what to do.
Listen. Yeah, come on. Gotta keep the main thing the main thing. See, you're worried about what's behind us. And we're focused on what's ahead. See, that's the problem here. That's why you can't be the leader because you're focused on what's behind, and we're looking ahead. So we have to be the leader.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
Have to be.
That's my standard. I feel like that we need to just take that on. And if you don't want that to be the standard, then stop trying to be the leader. If you don't want to get that deep in your ass crack, stop trying to be the leader. Because
I
as
feel
deep
like
as you're not willing to go there, you're not willing to go in the psyche. You don't have the mind of the leader.
Now I will say that. I will say that. And to the whole curiosity and connection thing, I think we are dropping the ball on that. I think we need to stop committing so much to people we don't know and don't like. We got to do better in that world.
Yeah. Stop being with people you don't like. You don't have to do it.
We don't have to do it.
We don't have to do it. Nobody has to do it anymore in 2026. Now with these prices, we might actually have to do it.
But you don't have to commit in that way.
You don't have to commit that way. You could just get a buddy, roommates. You can do a lot of things. So it's inexcusable to say you want to be with somebody and just hate everything about them.
Because at some point, like especially listen to the Unpunishable Woman. Even if the dudes are self-aware, they're rooted. A lot of the problems seem to be that they're unregulated. So they're using women to regulate their sex drive. So they're in relationships with women solely for that issue. And that's not okay. That's not
glorified fleshlight. Then don't even need to pay off on the other side. Like, damn, you can't have a conversation with me, but you just supposed to, we need sex. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry.
Right. No, I'm with you.
It's ridiculous.
I'm with you.
Because if I say, I need connection, that's not a need. All right.
No, I'm with you.
So
I'm totally with you.
We just want
it's got to be it's got to be a tit for tat. It's got to be an exchange in that world.
Yeah.
Especially since they're not getting the payoff.
He won't talk to you. Cut him off.
Yeah.
And I hate when people say that that's unacceptable. Well, what? No.
Nah, I'm with that. It should go both ways too. Like you ain't
Yeah.
getting sex. Could talk to her.
Don't talk to her.
Don't talk to her. Let her sit
I'm
there.
sorry.
Let her
Yeah.
talk to the wall. Let her call her friends. Don't can't touch me. Don't talk to me.
Right. You don't want me, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, I mean, we hate to play dirty, but I just feel like if somebody not understanding the idea that there's a need for you,
Mhm.
then cut off their need. Then cut off they make believe needs. Then
Yeah.
since we just making up needs, cut it off. See what they say.
Stop making up a need.
Are we making up needs? Nobody needs connection. All right.
Nobody's making up a need. People need connection, and people need sex. They need to connect that way as well. So it's a need.
Right.
It's not a life or death need. Neither one is a life or death need. But
they'll say, that's not a need. So I'm like, okay, since my need make believe, so is yours.
yeah.
So
Maybe we need to exchange in minutes. Maybe we need to exchange minutes. All right, you got 3 minutes. You only listen to me for 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to finish.
Yeah.
That's
I'm about to give you just as much time.
Yep.
As you give me. Hey,
Mhm.
you come up to start a conversation, and you got 2 sentences to get me interested.
Maybe it's maybe.
You got 2 seconds to get me interested.
Yeah.
You don't want small talk? Okay. If I'm not interested in a minute, I'm like, cut it. Cut the show. Cut the show. Wow. I ain't got no tingles. It's been a minute. You can move.
Wow.
You can move.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you can move on. You got to be an unpunishable woman to do that, but still,
yeah,
you do it. Sometimes people don't get it, so you do it back to them.
All right, next time we do a stream break, this is what I kind of want to do this. It's only partially. I want to cover an unpunishable woman, and I want to tell you all the ways she's wrong. Because she's wrong a lot too, but I don't think anybody's ever going to tell her she's wrong.
Yeah.
Because a lot of sycophants.
And I could also think that it's just like the frame. Because once I realized she was an ex-Jehovah's Witness, I was like, I know. How's the living? Once she was like an ex-Jehovah's Witness, I was like, okay, I know the skew she's going to have immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I know that there's a skew. I haven't seen everything, but I was like, once I know that that's where she's coming from, because I have that same skew myself.
Yeah.
So I already kind of know.
Yeah, but she got done dirty. Like, she got done dirty. Now, most of her skew is that kind of like in the Allison thing, she can't conceive of the male perspective. Like, the male perspective is foreign to her. So she assigns the intent or the meaning from her lens. And I wish women would quit doing that. The unpunishable woman. I'll drop a...
And that's why I was like, I think I kind of understand her skew to a certain level just because I know like what it's like being within that organization and how distant the men are, how far away they are, how far removed they are. Even though they're present, it's like they're removed, because they're so like, I don't know, just the way it's set up, like how Jehovah's Witness men are. I always see them as like they're around, but you can't reach them, So you would never even get that. And then like also just in general, just like Jehovah's Witnesses in general, it's so hard to authentically know a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
It's so like you have to be on air all the time. You have to be on script. You got to be on code all the time. So that's why I'm just like, I think I can probably understand her skews a little bit more just from having lived that experience. Because I've also had my own experience of like being told that a Jehovah's Witness couple was the blueprint for how a couple should be. And me also just being like, bitch, I'll never be that. Because I actually came up in that system and I know it's required to be that type of woman. And I'm not interested. So
I dropped one of her videos in the chat so you can click on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's feminist adjacent. She's about feminine empowerment, which is always it's gonna sound feminist, but she's not a feminist because she also gets accused of being she also
yeah, she's not a feminist. I think she's just an angry ex-JW woman who's trying to take her power back from being brainwashed into believing she has none.
Yeah, she is what the feminists wanted for women. Like, she's rooted, regulated, and resourced. Like, that's the thing. She has a self-identity that she created, not what somebody gave her. She has control over her mental and emotional faculties. and then she has money, so she's not dependent on the systems outside of employment, stuff like that. Which that was the feminist idea. Like, so she is like the child of feminism, but she's not a feminist, and especially the way it's modern currently interpreted. So I think she's dope. It's just I have an issue with when the women have no conception of how men think or behave. Like, you're around them all the time. You can talk about all the ways in which they've harmed you, but when it comes to how they might think or perceive the world themselves as men, you have no conception of it.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
why? But I'm just like, why was she necessary? I mean, I don't know what the extent of her, like how far into it she was. Like, is her family? Is her, the
Yeah, I don't
people
know
in
how
her
deep.
family? Because
Yeah, I
I
don't
just
think she ever
know,
told
I
us
just
that.
know that, like, from being raised Jehovah's Witness, you would never get that insight from a man. There's just no situation in which you would even get that insight
That's fair.
because of the way it's set up, how
Yeah.
you're supposed to move, how you're
Yeah.
supposed to act, how men are supposed to be, how women are supposed to be. You don't mix, you don't go out alone.
Mhm.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was raised that
Yeah, the
way. So
culture.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, how would I have that insight? They don't even feel like they're supposed to talk to us. Really.
Yeah, but it sounds like she left at a much younger age. It doesn't sound too recent. The way she speaks about it, it sounds like it was some time ago.
And I don't know if she
'Cause
was raised as a Jehovah's Witness or she
yeah,
joined.
it could have been deeply ingrained, but I would like to think that since she got free of that based upon her experiences and the way she talks, and even going to uni and stuff like that, she would have a greater. I'll put it like this: even if you don't know or have that perspective or insight, like you said, how would you know that you would acknowledge that you don't know? Like, this is not something I have a great experience with or expertise in. She speaks with the certainty of somebody who does know. All right, Nova. Yeah, we about to wrap up.
Bye.
Love you too. But that's the only thing I wish. But I also know
Yeah.
the perspective she's coming from is
Yeah.
authoritative, so she
Mhm.
also wouldn't say I don't know about it. So it's there's
Yeah.
layers to it. I just wish for
Very extreme.
holisticness.
It's kind of weird to be in a modern society but raised in such an incubator that almost can bring you up in a mindset of a very older time that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like Jehovah's Witnesses, the brainwashing is so strong that you could be moving in spaces that aren't Jehovah's Witness, but you're still very much on code. It's almost like you were being raised centuries, decades
Yeah,
in the
with hands
past.
made too.
It's
No, I'm with you.
very not.
Because what she said was unacceptable. For me, it's unacceptable. Like, if anybody had told me this happened to anybody they loved, if I had the capacity, I would have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But she said she was sexually assaulted. She said that she went to the elders of the church. So it must have been somebody from the church, I'm assuming. It must have been somebody within the JW for her to take it to the elders or leaders there. Is that within the... Okay.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, why would you, like, somebody on the
You
street,
don't
why
call
would
the
you take it to
police.
the...
Right.
Okay.
You call the
So they
elders,
went to the
talk
leaders, and they punished her.
Mhm.
Like, they sat her down because of her. And I'm like, that's interesting.
Mhm.
So I'm like, wow. So, like, I guess they didn't believe her. The fact that she would bring up charges against her brother, it became... So she got punished. I'm like, that would be a problem for me. Like, if everybody doesn't get punished, then nobody should get punished. But
Yeah, you ain't supposed to take it to the authorities, and if you put yourself in that situation, or you shouldn't have been alone, or you have to be reprimanded. You can't talk. You can't do this. You got to sit in the back. You have to. Girl,
that's what she said. She said somebody asked her about why she wasn't talking or teaching anymore, and she just had to, like, swallow a bubble.
Or they'll remove you and make an announcement like they're no longer going to be on the school, and then everybody going to be asking questions. And
I'm like, that's crazy,
girl. It's exhausting. So
that's
I was raised that way, so I know.
I'm like, ain't no way. If somebody sexually assault me and I got to sit there and I'm getting punished, and somebody asked me, like, why aren't I teaching no more? Because of them. I told them I got assaulted, and they said, I'm telling everybody.
Yeah. So it's ridiculous.
Snitch.
So I can understand the excuse. That's what I mean. I can understand the blind spots. And I do want to know if she was raised that way. How long she was. It's not like she was. It's still given that this wasn't that long ago. I would be like maybe 4 years, 5 years. I don't know if it sounds longer than that. It still sounds like pretty. recent. I just know that brainwashing is crazy. So like, especially if she was raised in it, there's still Jehovah's Witness shit in me. I have to like get out. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I get that. I get out. Here's where I'm coming from. Why I think it was further back than 4 to 5 years. It's hard for me to believe, and then she could have like 2 concurrent tracks of um development, mental development. The one that's in JW and the one that's outside. The insight that she has on certain natures and systems is far too developed for somebody who just had that trauma and is just processing it. Like for me, that feels like she wouldn't have been able to make that leap from this happened to me. Oh wow, and then just an explosion of insight that feels unrealistic to put on somebody. It feels like this would have been developed over some time, but I could be wrong. Yeah. She could have had dual development. It could have been like she had a development, and then once the blinders were ripped off, things started to fall into place. That's possible. It's less likely.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, good shots.
Yeah, all right, Bree. Hope you have a good rest of your day and tomorrow off, and get back to work, man.
Yeah, the people need me.
Yeah, make them kids that money. Make it. Shoot. You got one more car to buy. Yeah, one more car to buy.
Right.
Oh shoot, 2 really?
2? Not yet. Yeah. I did 4 years apart. I was smart about it.
Yeah, you got
to space it out. So you gotta, I tell people that, okay, you have all these kids close together. Would you want to pay for college at the same time? Okay, college about 4 years. I think it will behoove you to space them out 4 years.
Okay, but here's the thing though. When you're buying a car for your youngest, you're also going to be trying to help your eldest with a down payment on their house. So
no, because I already told her what the plan is. Get this money. Don't let nobody be around you if they're not trying to get this money.
Okay.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Hopefully she stick to it.
And no furries.
No furries. Now, which way do you mean furries?
You can't date furries.
Okay. Was that on the table?
No.
The same no
furries. Wasn't never going to be on the table. Okay. You can them date them, shims, thems, it. I don't care. No furries. That's where I draw the line.
That's a crazy boundary to. Okay.
That's where I draw the line. Furries.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm super open. I can accept a lot of things, but you better not.
Bring no furry in my house. Don't bring no dope boy in here either. That's the
okay. Furry or dope boy? Which one would you prefer?
That's both the line.
I know, but which is there one?
Furries stink because they do that thing where they try to smell like animals, so they can smell each other's butts.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm about to throw up.
Oh God, yeah, that was disgusting. Oh God. Oh.
So I don't know. That's such a hard choice.
That made my eyes water. Oh God. Oh God.
That's a hard choice.
I pictured like the smell in the. Oh God. Oh.
See.
Oh.
Which one would you pick?
I would say dope boy. Oh God, that made me too. Like, my body like put my reaction to the smell. I pictured like a smell.
You literally
and my body responded to it. Like, God.
Okay.
Yeah. It was strong. It was pungent. It was, oh my God. Oh.
So now you see. Ooh. Okay. So that's the line. That's the line. So we take everything else in between. Let's see that
the imagination is crazy because the full smell and the stench. It was like a dirty dog mascot, and it was just yeah, it was mangy.
Smell each other's butts.
Oh, that's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't allow it around here.
Oh my God, my stomach is warm.
You finna throw it. All right, well, random stuff Rashawn didn't need to know today.
I did not need to know that. Golly, that just took me out. Cause I can see it and I can smell it. My brain can see it and smell it, and it's
Yeah,
terrible.
them conventions be stinking.
Mm.
No furry conventions. Shout out to the furries.
Shout out to the furries. No furries, man.
Yeah,
Keep it a dope boy.
yeah.
That's
At least he getting to the money. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have to
throw him in the shower, man. They can take a shower.
Yeah, they gonna take a shower, and he getting to the money. So at least he got one, one requirement checked off, if nothing else. So
yeah, he's gonna go to jail. The furries is
that's just weird.
Disgusting.
Right? So anyway, all right. Well, I'll tune in on Thursday. I'll be at work, but if it's I'm
we're gonna talk about chasing joy.
Yeah, because the devil is watching me. If I say anything, he's gonna make that day work. That day happen.
Chasing joy.
Yeah,
we're gonna be talking about chasing joy Thursday. Me and Yella. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day. I will catch y'all later, and I'm out. Peace.